place for us to do.
What is up, guys? Houdini here, and welcome back to Donkey Kong Bananza. Yes, the big man himself is back. First 3D game in over 20 years. I love to see it. This is done by the 3D Mario Odyssey team. You know, they're probably working on something Mario related, but this was a nice surprise. I'd heard about it, like rumors going around about, I think it was like at least 2 years ago now at this point. You know how Nintendo is, they kind of they have a habit of biding their time and polishing the crap out of something. And the rumor was that this game was all set for the Switch 1, and they were like, okay, we got the Switch 2 coming out, let's start getting some games together, and this seemed like a no-brainer to make it Switch 2 exclusive. Now, is it the game you need to buy a Switch 2 for? Probably not, but I think between this and Mario Kart, you've got two fantastic, really like longevity type games, you know, because you know Mario Kart is going to get at least like 5 or 6 years of content, same as the other Mario Karts, and Donkey Kong is probably going to get his own little stuff coming up, you know, so why not? Why not? Good fun. I'm enjoying my Switch 2 right now, but I know that's not for everybody. See, the thing is, I had an old base Switch from the very beginning, you know. I was like nearly 8 years old, and I realized that you know, I didn't get an OLED or a Switch Lite or anything. We were just kind of chilling, so it felt like a step up, you know. It was getting crusty, it was getting like running most games kind of badly, so it was time. It was definitely time. Alright, so we've made it to this new area, layer 301, and it's kind of like sort of you know, railroads, train tracks, Red Rock, kind of Monument Valley, Grand Canyon. Got that vibe going on, huh? Arizona, Colorado, that type of stuff. Nice little thing. I'm enjoying it. Hell yes, we got a Wukong coming tomorrow. We got the reviews for that. It's looking very, very good. Kind of standard fare, what you'd expect. I'm thinking like it's going to be close to Black Myth Wukong. And then on the Game Pass, well, that's just God tier. But I hope you're all doing well. You're all doing good. Nice. Still kind of just reeling from the poor fucking death of Ozzy Osbourne yesterday. Poor little devil. God damn it, he hung on as much as he could. At least he got that home concert in, that home tour. He definitely was coming home, mama, that's for sure. Oh god. And then yeah, there's been weird ass rumors going around and silly memes and jokes, as there always is, with none other than Trisha Paytas of all people. Like, what the hell is this? My sister would know kind of more about that. I wouldn't have a clue. Like, what the hell? So apparently every time she has a kid, some big celebrity or notable figure has passed away, and they're like, oh my god, they got reincarnated. One of them was like Queen Elizabeth, and I'm like, okay, that's a fitting insult to Queen Elizabeth. Get reincarnated as one of her kids. Like, they're called like Aquaman and freaking Popsicle Head or whatever the hell she called them. It's just stupid names. But Ozzy doesn't deserve that. That's like someone's own private hell. Ozzy deserves to be like brought back as like a dog that's surrounded by a loving family or something, you know, kind of like some happy little life where you can just lay back and enjoy, if you believe in that sort of thing, of course. Alright, so I kind of left it off here all cheeky beaky. We finished off RoboCop Unfinished Business. We finished that business yesterday. That was really fun, short and sweet, perfect. I think I got like, I was looking back at it, it was like about 12 hours. That's just me for you. It's about 3 or so streams. 3 or 4 streams. Very nice, very nice. If I had to be reincarnated as something, I would choose a bird, you know. I've always felt like I just want to go flying somewhere. Maybe I do. Maybe Donkey Kong give us a punch. Alright, where's this place? Got a place we can rest. It's basically like a mad terraforming place. Let's see what it has to say. Long necks, like these chimneys of giraffes spewing out banandium fumes. That's the name of the bananas in this. Everything banana related. Look at them. Oh, I could have went up there. God damn it. I did try. Yeah, what's cool about this game is you've got that kind of moment-to-moment fun that Mario Odyssey had. Like, you can tell it's the same team, almost like to their detriment. And then you've got like the terraforming, which is using voxel based stuff, and it's interesting because I had mentioned about like random cubes just popping out.
Hey, a banana!
A banana! And the little square cubes pretty much confirms that it's voxel. Voxels, if you don't know, are cube based pixels, and you might be like, how are we making like mountains out of cube based pixels? But that's exactly how it is. You're using basically like almost like a 3D paintbrush at that point, yeah. Alright. And that's how that works. So every now and then, if you see like a perfectly cube-shaped piece of debris coming out of the ground, that's because of all the voxel stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Boom! Nice. That's super fun. People trying to compare it to Mario Odyssey and Astrobot and everything, and it's like, alright, just chill. Can we just enjoy things for the sake of enjoying them? It's this over here. Ah, yeah. So we're going to do a little minecart section, which is classic Donkey Kong. I was hoping it'd be funny if they put like Donkey Kong 64 back on the Nintendo Online stuff. That would have been cool. But it is a bit of a rough one. You had the Pokemon Direct as well, which is such a non-starter, which I suppose it makes sense because they have the anniversary coming up, but geez, it's no excuse for how bad the last couple of years have been. People are just like, they're slowly milking Scarlet and Violet, and everyone's like, oh my god, it was a bad game to begin with. Like, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, how's it going? Hey Saber. Have you seen that new Predator Badlands trailer and the Banjo-Kazooie memes? No way. Is there really? That's hilarious. I did see part of the trailer, dude, just coming up in my timeline. Looks good. It's kind of crazy. You got like, what you call it? Elle Fanning in there. I think 2025 seems to be the year of Elle Fanning. It's good for her. What was that kind of, oh yeah, she did the Bob Dylan movie. I don't even know what year that is anymore. And then she did Death Stranding 2, obviously. That's literally a movie at this point. And now she's doing Badlands. So good for her. I gotta look it now. I gotta look this up. You're crazy, man. Let's see. And why Banjo-Kazooie? Is it because the way the Predator looks? I know people were like moaning about it or something. Because it had... I don't know what was on. Was it dreads or something? I don't know. They've been giving out about everything. The last time people enjoyed something was the day they were born and they suckled on a titty and they just started hating on life afterwards. Let's see. You're gonna have to link it from me, but I can't find it. How you doing anyway? I hope your day is going well. All I'm getting is the rock formation. You can do like cool rock sculpting in this game, and they've done one of Banjo-Kazooie, which is pretty cool. Let's try something else. Have you seen that trailer for the new Hellraiser game? I'm trying Twitter first, and it sounds stupid, but trust me, you'll find a lot of good stuff there. Nope. Nope. Because the Predator carries its legless android on its back. Oh, I didn't know this. Wait, is that who Elle Fanning is? She a legless? Legolas. That sounds more like Yoda and Luke Skywalker, but that's just me, I guess. Let's see. Let us see. Yeah, I've been posting a good bit of YouTube shorts and TikTok. It's nice. It's for a different, you know. You start messing around a bit more. That's so funny. You think it'll be good? Here we go. New Banjo-Kazooie game looks great. Predator Badlands. No, someone's deleted it. It's from Reddit. No one deleted it. Someone deleted it. It was on the Banjo-Kazooie. Why did they delete it? The Banjo people are like pissed. It's like, don't you make fun of me. Oh. Well, if the android starts pooping out eggs, then I would have to worry. No. Dude, anything that makes Banjo viral these days is a good thing. It'll wake Xbox up. Damn it, dude. I'm going to have to just look at Google Images. Yeah, so I think, is that what's going on? Elle Fanning is playing the legless. I never even saw that part. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, there you go. Yeah, people were like moaning about the skin color of the Predator. It's like, we can't enjoy anything anymore. I've never seen such a nation of people so obsessed with the color of things. Like, get lost. Who cares? It's an alien race. You think they're all going to look like the same dude from the Arnie movie? Christ, did you not see the Shane Black Predators where there was alpha ones and mini ones and big dogs and stuff? Like, get over yourself. Wow. That is cool though, I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, if you find something, send it to me. Alright, cool. Can't find that right now. I think someone deleted it on the Reddit. What a bunch of poopers. Alright, I put it off long enough. It's time to get on our minecart. Let's go. Ready, set, go. Can we go fast? Okay, we can jump. It's probably going to be pretty short right now. Hopefully we'll have lots of different minecart areas. Oh my god, that was so worth it. Look at this dude. These are called fractones, which is kind of clever. Like as in like cracking and rocks, and then tones as in the music that they provide. It's all about music. Won't you mosey on by our village? I don't know what the giraffe thing's all about. Maybe it's just the zoo things. Oh my god, there's beds everywhere. We just found a secret bed. Now there's a bed here. Oh my god, internet's just weird like that. For sure, for sure. Hell yes. Are you excited for that one? Is it me? Maybe I'm just really, really old, but was there not a Predator movie not that long ago? Like, when did Prey come out? I am old as shit. Like, oh. Look at this dude. Hello there. You never want to get away with this layer, correct? Yes. Prey was probably out like 4 years ago. I am so late to everything. DK Smash. He's always playing the rap. Alright. CEO souvenir shop. Oh, look at that. Buy some balloons. And some, okay, cool. And some fossils as well. Right. It's crazy how they turn. I don't know why, but I really do think they remind me of Sesame Street. Let's have a little sleep. So some of these beds will let you sleep and you get extra hearts that don't come back once they're lost, but that's okay. And then little Pauline always has something to say. So she was Odd Rock and now she's like a little 13-year-old Pauline, so it's kind of like a prequel to Mario Odyssey.
Maybe if you tied one end of a rope to this bed and the other end
It was 2022? Oh my god. Yeah, that sounds like me, alright. Jesus. I'm just in a perpetual free fall of like a time warp. God dang.
I'm never gonna fall asleep.
That'll be fun. I really enjoyed, what was the one called? It was just called Predator or Predators, where it was like Adrian Brody and all these like almost prisoners were dumped onto a planet and had the predators coming after them. I liked that one. I thought it was a bit dark and weird. Like, I liked that one. Didn't like the, I know whatever. What was the one with the alphas and all that? Was that like Requiem? I don't know. I think that's the Alien movie. But I didn't like that one. I don't like any, the less humans the better. And if it is going to be humans, let's put them in a weird place, you know, like a weird planet or a weird. Like that. Prey is an amazing idea and should have been done ages ago. Half the time these studios are too afraid to do something like that. Like what? A Native American? No, we've decided that they don't exist anymore in America because it's a horrible past that we can't bring up. Get the fuck out of here. Everything okay out there? Oh. And we have Kill 'Em Floor 3 as well tomorrow. I want to see if that's any good. The reports ain't looking so good. I played a little bit of the closed beta. It was fine. I could see what they were giving out about. But like, you can already kind of see little live service microtransaction systems. But like, you also can choose not to engage with that stuff. If I didn't play games that had microtransactions in them, I wouldn't be playing anything, you know. I have a couple of indie games. Speaking of which, I want to play this nice indie game later. If I can, we'll do like an hour or two of this. Ouchie. Because, you know, Donkey Kong, super fun. I have a lot of indie games I want to play. And it's kind of like Limbo and Inside. You know, 2.5D. Those kind of stealth spookiness. It's called Antro. It's made by a team from... Oh, I'm going to collect these. In Barcelona. So that'll be nice. I have lots of indie games I want to play. Some from friends, some as review codes, and just check them out in general. Nice. I want to play that Shadow Labyrinth, that Pac-Man game. I'm not gonna lie, like the $30 is kind of like, eesh, you know. It is what it is. So interesting news. You know the way like all the game prices going up and Nintendo's been kind of at the forefront of that. One of the more annoying ones was that The Outer Worlds 2 bumped itself up to 80. That was like a big no-no, especially like for Steam and stuff. Like, no, not today. So people just en masse would not pre-order it. So Microsoft, at the behest of Obsidian, we're basically making a stink about it, have said that, you know, we're not going to be partners for much longer unless you reduce the price of this game. They've said that it's not up to them. So Microsoft went back on it. They won. Another dev actually won against a big publisher. So it's back to normal price, $69.99. At least that's the European price, right? Now, it's on Game Pass anyway, so at the end of the day, it didn't matter that much to me, but I don't want... You have to... These things can be snuck in while you're enjoying a sale over here, they're like, haha, let's bump the price up here. So you got to be careful. Just because you're enjoying one product doesn't mean they're not going to screw you over with another product. And Obsidian have literally kept the lights on over there. They're the Insomniac of Xbox. They set out to put out 7 games in 7 years, and I think they're on like number 6 or something right now, you know, with Outer Worlds. And there's already talks with them wanting to do something kind of Fallout related, and they want to do their own kind of take on it as well. And they have Grounded 2 coming out the week after next, which is like the 29th or next week, whatever way you want to look at it. So we could play that. I always liked Grounded. I've been trying to get some kind of a survival game going on the channel that everybody can play, but it's so hard to get people off of Fortnite and Warzone and all that, you know. Like right now, people are playing a little bit of Destiny. Oh shit, I didn't turn the volume down for this one, I'm sorry. Probably a little bit louder. Let me know if that's okay. Nintendo doesn't have internal options for sound or brightness or any of that kind of stuff. So it does be a little bit on the louder side. I'm sorry. It's only a small. To me, literally, I changed it about 5 or 6 decibels. You know, it's not that big a deal. But it matters when it comes to talking and if you guys just having a pleasant experience. You don't want audio coming from every channel in your face. Hey Yuki, how's it going? Hello, welcome on in. Brutal John 2. Wouldn't it be great if we got Brutal Legend 2? Check on Steam. Oh, is that a game you want me to check out? I will. It's like a dodgy version of Duke Nukem Forever. Okay. I'll look at that. Brutal John 2. It sounds like a Portal game. Is it like... Well, not Portal, I always call it Postal. Very big difference between those two. Postal are kind of like very non-PC, fun, angry little in-your-face games like Duke Nukem. The main dude just, you can go around pissing on everybody. Unfortunately, the game was one of those games that were eyed up by one of those twisted pups, you know, those... What the hell? Is that not explosive? Oh, it is, okay. One of them dastardly manifesto kids. The angry white teenagers. Angry white people. Very weird. I don't understand why it's like that. No, I want to get the... Okay, whatever. He's very happy. Let's see. So we had our first kind of mini boss and then main boss. And in true Mario and Nintendo fashion, it wasn't just piss easy. It wasn't just incredibly easy. It was close your eyes and go to sleep while pressing the button with your penis easy. You know, that kind of way? That's how easy it was. I literally turned into Bananza Kong and walked over and it was over. So let's hope we can do a bit better. Nintendo games have always been easy, but they're usually like... That's why I technically prefer Zelda over that. Because Zelda games are easy too, but there's a little bit of strategy to a boss. Like if you don't know, you don't know. You know, that kind of way. Obviously, the next couple of playthroughs, you're like, oh, I can just walk in and walk back out. But that's not always the case. First time. But with Mario, it's like, find a way to bonk him on his head. You did it. You know, that's kind of it. You guys are awesome. Thank you for... I appreciate just kind of coming in, hanging out, and just remembering, you know. Because I know sometimes it's hard to even remember. And it's summer, too. You guys are cool. I appreciate that. I gotta do another giveaway to give back. Brutal John 2. And is there like Brutal John 1? Look at this, like a mouse or something. Oh, he's like a cat. What the hell is he? Is he a dingo? Is he a fucking dingo, mate? He looks like a dingo. Brutal John and Brutal Dog in ultra-violent old-school FPS. Well, you know me, I love my boomer shooters. Oh, we got some big titties. You're dead right. It is Duke Nukem. That looks great, dude. I like all the neons and stuff. How much is it? It's early access. It's only a tenner. That's fucking perfect. Excuse me. Breathing in. That looks cool, dude. I have so many boomer shooters that I want to play. It's got like a bike as well. Is there bike sections? There is. Early access as well. It came out 22nd of July, like literally yesterday. Okay, dude. I'll leave that tab open for later. Otherwise I'll forget. Cool. So there's lots of little cool things you can do. You pick up the earth in this and you can ride around on it and even jump off it and pick it back up and throw it around. And that turf surf is kind of cool. We had a couple of hidden turf surf challenges. There's lots of challenges around. And there was one I did, like, I swear to God I didn't mean to, but you basically had to ride it through all these spikes. I did it first try. And our resident lolcow DSP fucking Darkside Phil, of course, plays these kind of games. He plays Mario Kart. And he plays them like an angry little bitch. Like he does everything, you know? It's like... And he feels like the game has done him wrong. He's like, how could they do this? What a horrible this, and you know, like he's playing a fighting game. That man has been a child his whole life. He's like 46 or something. It's so embarrassing. So he was messing up. He didn't listen and didn't take the tutorial and just walked into the spikes and died and then blamed the game. And then when he finally did do it, like an idiot, didn't stop, didn't jump off the rock, none of these things. So you literally surf around and then just press, it says there, ZL to stop, and then you press it again to pick it back up. Or you could just throw it, which also kind of stopped you as well. He could have done any number of these things, but decided to career off the edge and then give out to the game for doing that. So he's such a fool. So yeah, I said feck it. Like, I'm not one to point and laugh or poke fun, but these guys are miserable people. Do you know what I mean? Like, they scam people all day. They beg online. They're just horrible, horrible people. And you know, they're also very sus online as well. They've said some weird things over the years. So I said, feck it, I'll do a little funny comparison short and TikTok thing. Now, what do you call an actual TikTok? Like an individual TikTok? Is it just called a TikTok? I don't know. See, I am getting old as shit, like, I'll admit that. I'm pushing into my mid to late 30s now at this point. Jesus! Kaizen, A Factory Story, The Drifter. I think I might remember The Drifter. Hell yeah, hey, don't be afraid to, recommend games for me. I don't mind that at all. That's good stuff. Get me hands on them. I know I have so much to play, but we were after flying through games as well. Like, and then finishing off. Oh, we got some new pants. We got traction bridges. We got some traction bridges. We got the Bananza tie. Increase the amount of Bananza gained. Okay, let's get that. What the hell are these, like cowboy bridges? Look at this. Rustling Canyon. Giddy up. Extend your Kong Bananza time. It's assless chaps. Actual assless chaps. I have seen it all now. Oh my god. Alright. How much is the... Cool. I wanted to get the white fur. When we get the smoke black fur, that looks kind of cool. I don't really want to change his fur too much though. Kind of weird like that. I like my main characters to look like the main characters. Alright, and then we have to go into the closet. Get out of the closet. Watch out for Tom Cruise. He's trapped in the closet too. I bought Astera goes, yeah, nice, dude, for €8. That's great. Did it come with all the stuff? Did it come with the DLC? And I hope it did. That's good, man. Hell yeah. I hope you enjoy it. Now, as you saw me playing it, like, you know, it doesn't run the smoothest or anything. It's a bit floaty. But there is so much to offer there. I think I must have got like over 10 streams out of it. I was like, jeez. Wow. That looks insane. I kind of like it, actually. Looking good. No. I like Asterigos. My advice is the daggers. But yeah, see how you feel. A good bonk move is good too. Yeah, I was nicely surprised. That's awesome. Hell yeah. I think I need to go and do a Steam review for that game. I'm trying to do Steam reviews more. Not great at them, but I have a little tiny bit of a, you know, pro-con thing. You know, so it's a little bit better than the average, just putting a score and moving on, which is fine too. I mean, at the end of the day, if it adds to the aggregates, they don't really care. Bundle with the DLC would have been 11. Okay, cool, cool. Nah, you're okay. I think it added a few bits to it, I don't think. And a few bosses, but you're fine. You're all good. There's still lots to have fun there. Some nice outfits and that. And the story's not half bad. You know, it's nice even just to have voice acting. Minecart stuck in this purple stuff. Okay. Nice. I like we got the music going. Very stereotypical. Hell yes. Hopefully there's lots of cool other biomes for this as well. I think this one was 80 bucks, so that was a bit sore, I'm not gonna lie. I'll say it as it is. Nintendo getting hungry. I wouldn't have purchased Mario Kart if it wasn't for the bundle. That's being truthfully honest with you. I see Pokemon are doing a bundle as well. They keep doing the bundle stuff. Maybe the expensive games won't be so bad, but unfortunately, try telling that to the average mom or the average kid. They'll scream and tantrum and piss and moan until they get what they want. Nintendo's sort of relying on that kind of stuff. They don't think they are. But they are. Yeah, it's definitely got that Mario Odyssey like 30 seconds of fun. You know, every 30 seconds you find something new or some little thing. But it is a collectathon. Like, I wouldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't work as a beat 'em up. Or if you want the 2D stuff, you've got Tropical Freeze. Bonk. But these are, you know, the 3 games. 3D games are usually kind of collectathons these days. Not gonna be like an Uncharted. But they're saying like the intro music sounds like Uncharted 2. I hear it, I really do. Bonk! Right into the wall. Lovely. You don't get nanners as quick as moons, but it does be pretty quick. So there you go. Oh yeah. Do you have you ever got like Steam Curator? What's that? Is that like special people who will review things? That sounds cool. I don't have it. Is it like if you do well, you have a lot of good reviews, you get your curator? I wish someone would curate some of the games, because, my god, we do love a bit of hentai and a bit of funny horse girl stuff, but there's a lot of slap on there as well. Oh yeah, I went for the standard version because I'm not sure if I liked it that much. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And if you got it with Steam, I'm not sure if you did, you always have that little option as well to refund if you want. Is it just me, or like if you get a game on sale, even if I don't like it that much, I have a very low tendency to bring it back. Or,
Hey, a banana!
okay. Can I get up there? Oh, Charles Slippy. Charles Slippy, born Slippy. Yeah, I'm trying to get my hands on that old, not old, but it's been out a little while, the Blades of Fire from Mercury's Steam. They made Metroid Dread, and this was kind of their little Souls-like. I played a little of the demo. Now, it is a bit weird. It kind of works on... Look at these little cute little guys. Works on a different way of doing it. But they went Epic exclusive. They just reported that the game isn't doing overly well for them. But you know, they have their special contract with Nintendo, so they'll be in cahoots with them for a long time. Let me see how I get over here. We make little bridges and stuff. Do this little jump. There we go. Boom! Nice. Oh yeah. It's a Steam bloggers thing. Okay, okay. Never even heard of it, I won't lie. Got some nice skill points here as well. Yeah, we got our first transformation. Just Bananza Kong. He kind of looks like angry. I wonder, does he change his fur in Bananza as well? It kind of looks like he does. And she sings along, and the music kind of changes when she whistles and that. It's cool. And somehow, when he slams his hands down, it says it creates sonar. Now, I don't want to be Mr. Peter Perfect correct you all the time, but that's not how sonar works. But anyway, got big time stomp. Oh, banana down there somewhere. Wonder if we can go down in the water. Oh, we can a little bit. There he is. Okay, that just happens to be 3 bananas back to back. It's not always like that. That's weird. Look at this guy. Whoa! Oh my god, he made like the classic little noise. The Looney Tunes noise. I like the challenge rooms. They're cool. Where are you taking me? These are called teleports instead of eels. Teal. So they're like teleporters. They're really goofy. He's still going. What the hell is down here? They don't all look like that.
Good appetite.
Good appetite. He led me to a nanner.
A banana?
Yeah, Pauline can sound like a 37-year-old American woman or a 13-year-old in the same sentence. Ah, good stuff. Cheers to you guys. Yeah, I never heard of that. I must look into it. Wouldn't mind that. I'm not great with the PC gaming those. I spent years giving out about it. There's another one over there. Let's go get it. The game doesn't mind. You can chew through everything. Thanks to voxels. I spoke about voxels a good while back. I think I was playing... Was it Generation Zero? I think so. It was a cute little kind of 80s inspired voxel based thing. Might have been a game before that. And yeah, it's really cool. I think it's, to me, it's more of a push forward than your average ray tracing crap. Voxels are just cube based pixels, you know. They've been going a long time. With the amount of shapes and things you can do, and then everything just becomes so destructible and just easy to manipulate. I think that's how half of these horror games do the camera trick, where they move around the camera. They're like, haha, gotcha. But yeah, I'm excited for that Hellraiser game. I'm so glad to have a new horror game that's not a asymmetrical thing. Because here's the thing, you might like on the surface go like, we're getting more horror games than ever. And we are, you know, but it's mainly like what we want is the Silent Hill 2 and like Resident Evil games. No one else is doing things like that. There's a few indie devs, thank God, like, you know, we're getting like Tormented Souls and that. It doesn't always have to be survival horror either, but I'll take that over the asymmetrical stuff. People say there's too many Souls-likes. Have you seen asymmetrical games? There's not a horror franchise out there that's safe. It's not turned into a 5v1, 4v1. That's the asymmetrical stuff. If it works, it works. Like, I think Evil Dead tried to do something different, but he got screwed over. I don't know, how much is Killing Floor 3 anyway? Are they going full like $60 with it? Probably. Pretty sure Killing Floor 2 and that was cheaper. We'll see. We shall see. I don't even know where to buy it. Like, it kind of comes down to cross-play and friends and that. I'm not having much luck lately with new PC games. This rig is pretty brand new. It's got a nice 40 series in it. But these games are just not happy with the new rigs. It's like, well, I feel dumb for buying this, but anyway. You go and play older games on it, or at least, you know, PS4, Xbox One games, and they all run great, so I don't know. At first I thought it just was bad bottleneck somewhere, but it's not. They're just really badly optimized new games. No, it's only $40. Okay, well that's fine. That's exactly what it should be. It's exactly what it should be. Not hating or anything. Not hating. It's just, you know. Oh, that was supposed to hit him. Cool, he's got like a fossil on him. These are some of the enemies. Now, if you get into Bananza mode, you can just like get a few upgrades and stay there and just destroy. I think one guy, they're after finding out, he said he spent 4 days on destroying every piece of one map, and that included like 4 layers to it. Like, I can think of better things to do with your time, but I think you got these little viral news stories, so that's really all that matters. Isn't that not supposed to be like a minecart over there? What's this guy gonna say? So, topsy-turvy, construct tone, we made our break, whatever it takes. Bring it over there. Want to build a minecart track here? Just need to cover the materials. Okay. Do it. Full 60, describing 60 as full price is so 2020. Right? Yeah. I know. Now it's like fucking 70, 80. Get lowered. You see Battlefield 6? I saw, yeah, was it a full trailer? I saw a tiny little teaser. It was basically like a real world, like breaking news, bombing in Georgia or something. So it's probably where it's going to take place. There he is, the little void dude. Big stretch peak. Oh my. This guy looks like a piece of cheese. I want to eat you. Welcome to the chip exchange. Trade banana? Banana. What do we do with the bananas? Rock on. Enjoy your nana. That's far too easy. Yeah, it's crazy how close to Mario Odyssey it is. Yeah, it looks like Battlefield 6 is coming out October 10th, I want to say. I think that got leaked. And then we have other things, like, I'm not going to lie to you, that week from the 2nd of October to like the 10th or 14th, good luck. That's all I'll say. May God have mercy on your wallets, because they don't seem to get it, do they? They don't seem to get it. We got like Borderlands 4 there as well. Mommy. And COD will probably be out around that time as well. We're getting to that point where there's fuck all to play in November these days. Let's see, we got Gamescom coming up, and there's a lot of stuff being updated, like Jurassic Park Survival Steam database got updated. A lot of these things, they'll get them ready for the trailers, you know, and people are so crazy with data mining. They have fucking bots in their web browsers to keep an eye on if anything changes in the back ends of websites, and that's a bit, you know, a bit extra, but still, they have it that way. Apparently there's going to be a new full Metro game, which I'm very excited for, because we did get a newer one recently, but it was VR only, and you know how I feel about that. There was an interesting interview with Ready at Dawn, who we know that made like the Order 1886 and stuff like that, and then they went over and got a deal with Meta, and you know, they stayed working with PlayStation, but got a deal with Meta to make VR games. They made some good ones. I think they made like an what was it? A fucking Until Dawn spin-off kind of on rails thing. It was kind of spooky, and they did a few other things as well. But now they're like, we want to go back. We were supposed to be making PS5 games, so hopefully. There was a random rumor going around of the next Sony Santa Monica game being set in the Order universe, with like, you know, Victorian British alternate, you know, history with vampires and werewolves and stuff. Huh? I don't think so. She's having these little chats in the middle of the night. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, you little shit. Oh, now we got loads of hearts. Oh my god. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm kind of fingers crossed for Battlefield. I want it to be the shooter. I was hoping Splitgate would do well, but even I got bad feelings off. I didn't enjoy a lot of the trailers as well. To go from like just Halo and Portal, here you go, to this kind of purple and blue and sci-fi and looks like every other live server shooter out there. It's unfortunate. Now they're shutting it down. 2 months. They're pulling a Concord where they're like, you know, it's not ready to launch. I don't know if it officially like launched in early access. But yeah, for people who pre-ordered Outer Worlds for the full price, or the bad price, they're going to get refunds even if it's a tenner. But it's good. Like, as much as this shouldn't be the case, it shows that both the devs and us as the players are winning. Unfortunately, it's requiring us to do a lot of whining and online keyboard stuff. That's not the way. But unfortunately, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, right? I don't want it to get to that point, but if you couldn't tell with all this AI stuff, these publishers, these companies, they're going to learn the hard way, boy. Oh, they're going to learn the hard way. It'll be an almighty tech crash when that happens. It's going to take another 5 or 10 years, I'd say. But give it enough time, you know. If AI is given that much control and they accidentally, you know, expose a president or two, or, you know, start launching missiles by accident, you'll see how quick people will move away from that, you know. Someone get the AI to release the fucking Epstein files. Maybe that'd be great. That guy is on complete and utter damage control. If he had any sweat glands left in his body, he'd be sweating right now. He's such a weird amalgamation of flesh. Like, he's not human at all. He's massive swollen ankles and shoes far too small for him. He's like, oh, that's a medical condition. Like, what, for fucking 20 years? Seemed like he got another medical condition just as something bad was about to be shown. Great timing. Same with the magical, you know, ear. The assassination of his ear just happened to happen, you know, and he was losing to Kamala. And then his magical ear regenerated like Wolverine. Oh yeah, besides the point. This is what is. Alright, what's in here? Secrets! Yeah. And then you do the little singing with Pauline and open these up, these little challenge rooms. They're super fun. Working out patterns, scary pattern learn, get from people and right? It's so simple. We're actually force feeding with algorithms and that we don't know. We're training stuff. Alright, what we got here? 30 seconds to get rid of them all. It's like bowling. They're like little earth pigs or something. Those eyes are crazy. I always forget. I can do a roll attack. It's one of the most powerful in his arsenal. What can I do? I love it. Oh, I missed a record over there. Oh. What is the story with the records anyway? This random chance. Oh, nah. That's not my fault. You kicked me out of the room. Another skill point. And yes, now we got 3. Could do more banana and energy. Could do more health. What else could we do? It tells me to get this one. Better sonar. Charge clap. Surf. Enhance your turf surfing so you can swim over bodies of water. Hey! That's cool. Let's do that. I can't get that. I need 4. Okay, let's save that up. And what's this one? Kong armor. And it gets a little bit of hyper armor. Cool. Super armor. Which one is it? But yeah, there is a mountain of great games still to come. This Wukong game, or not, I don't call it Wukong because it's Black Myth Wukong. It's Wu-Chang Fallen Feathers. Now, it might not be for everybody. I think it's going to be gorgeous. Not only with little Booba, but I think some of the bosses and the enemy looks great as well. We'll have to see. We will have to see. I'm excited for that. You'll notice I'll always try and replace Souls-likes. Something it's still a series and a genre I love. And like Metroidvanias and everything else. Like, I do love a good single player FPS, but they're hard to find. We just had a nice bit of Robocop, thank God, but they are hard to find. Like, I'll play the campaign of most big multiplayer games, and then I'll just shy away. I'm not overly great at. I just don't have the time nor the patience to get good at online battle royales and stuff. We had our Fortnite, but even that's gone too easy now, so I'm not tooting my own horn either, it's just completely broken, so piss easy. Getting 5 wins in like 20 minutes. What's this do? It's another secret. Secret. Hello? Oh, that's the teleport. So I think for these guys, he's got a little traffic light in his little bobber there. Cute. And now he's an elevator instead of... Alright. Maybe he'll let me go through the bigger layers. Show you my power. Oh, dang. If anyone's played Dark Souls 1, there's this weird world serpent. Look at this. And he eats you and sends you flying all over. But he reminds me of those. I'm the mother to a smaller eels. It's cute, little elevators. I swear to call them teleport. There you go, there it is there. A little elevator and a teleport. Sounds weird to say that. So you can see what's going on here. We're trying to get to the world core. They've taken the idea of Hollow Earth to a whole nother dimension. It's pretty cool, isn't it? So you can kind of, I guess, surmise how big the game is. Nice. And then you can see the terrain strength, which actually does matter, and which you're going to be able to get through. And then we got collection. What's that? Vanadium gems, fossils. Cool. Antenna appendix that dates back to the dawn of life. Not bad for a simple leaf, right? Not bad. What's this? Ingot Isle cave-in destroyed 10,000 meters cubed of gold. Cave-in. Look at this. I'm just getting bonus to all this. Let's skip through that. Total 2,700. Stone, dirt. Oh my god, this is when you know like this game was ready for a year. Like I don't need these stats of how much I've destroyed. Nintendo have this thing where a game is finished and pretty much good to go, right? So then they'll begin the polish stage. Like it's been well known for a while that there is some kind of Wind Waker Twilight Princess thing that's been ready. Pikmin 4 was ready for a year and a half. This one apparently was ready for a year. It was meant as a Switch game, but they were like so close to the Switch 2. And then I was surprised they didn't do like a Switch 2 kind of thing. That's all good. Alright, thank you. Spit me out, mommy. Thank you. There's a warehouse under this village too. I saw that. Not all the challenge rooms are going to be like, ooh, ah. You know, they're just, as I said, 30 seconds of fun. Should be used to it. Okay, these ones you got to go in as Bananza Kong, and then in the specific challenge rooms, the timer won't go down. But normally it does. Alright, Kong Bananza City Smash. Okay, there's 3 bananas in here. Cool, oh look at this. It's a little bit of Donkey Kong, I love it. Alright, here we go. I have a timer to actually destroy all this. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I still can't break those. What's all that about? Break all the walls. Hold the charge punch. That might be it. I might need charge punch. Big Bananza. Oh, it didn't work. God. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Charge nothing. Might just be too hard to do. Alright, let's get rid of some of these pillars that might help them come smacking down. Not doing too well, am I? Nice. Music's fun. It's kind of like chirpy. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Chirpy little kind of Godzilla music. Godzilla K-pop. Through there. Oh, jeez. Start over. Okay. Sorry, I was so focused on that little floor down there. Hell yes. I mean, yeah, I want to play a little indie game after this. The thing with indie games is they're beautiful treats, you know, they're short and sweet. My issue is that I do finish them, but I don't stick with them one to one. I should. I'll tell you one thing, like that last week, like I played non-stop Death Stranding. And it almost did me in, I'm not gonna lie, I probably killed half the channel as well. You never know. These things. Yeah! Dude. Ah, I literally did the same thing again. You climb up. Ah, I did the same thing again. Once he goes in the hole, like Mario, he is not, you know, like once he is going to force feed himself that hole. And that's what she said. Like there's very little way of getting away from that, sadly. He has a couple of tricks up his sleeve, up his furry sleeve, which he has kind of mid-air roll. Oh yeah. Let's have that. See, there wasn't even anything over here. Lot of mercy. Bam, 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 bam. You can, I can't speak. I did it again. Why does it keep doing that? Mr. Fucking Donkey Kong. Stop forcing yourself off the edge. You can kind of push things into the debris. Oh, bollocks. All the way to the bottom. Into the barrel, and it'll kind of shoot debris up in the air. Debris Larson. I was hoping this would like bring the house down. 70%. This is harder than it looks. 10 seconds left. What did I do wrong? Oh, there it is. Fucking fine. There it is. Just 100%. Shadoink. Big doinks. One nanner. And the second nanner is under here. Banana. And where's nanner number 3? I bet you nanner number 3 was up in the air. Could be down here somewhere. Probably up there somewhere. Could be underneath the other nanner. No nanner for you. Debris light. Don't ask me. Oh god, you just hear mouth noises coming out of me sometimes. Could be off the edge here. My favorite challenge room was actually that turf and surf. Some of them are good too. I like ones where I have to kind of use a chain reaction to kill some of the enemies. Yoo-hoo! Yeah, so that could be fun. Any other movies coming out? Have you seen this weapons movie? Do you remember like everyone was talking about it? It's like, what is this? It's a really good like viral marketing. Basically it's like a horror movie near A24 jobby. And it was like kids are waking up into the night and just leaving their house, like almost running away like a Pied Piper, you know? And some people were saying it's either a witch or something, but now they're trying to say it's a sort of social commentary on child trafficking or something. I don't know, we'll have to see. It wasn't overly gone on the last trailer. They were trying to do a child narration, you know. A couple of kids standing around telling the story. Some people are saying it's like a Hansel and Gretel thing with a witch or something, I don't know. And then have you seen this other thing as well? I'm so bad at the names, I'm so sorry. But they're nearly all A24 movies. That's the only good producer these days. And you'll see that ads for it as well. A woman loses a child and she successfully brings them back from the dead, but knows full well that they're like a demon child. You know, that kind of premise has been done thousands of times, but this one looks a bit weird. It's like the mother fully knew what she was doing. Okay, I can't find the... Where could the last one be? It's got to be up the top, and maybe they got rid of it. Finish with 20 or more seconds. Ah, that's what's wrong. Alright. Yeah, geez, that's tough. Well, it would help. Look at the arse on Donkey Kong Bananza. Like, geez, look at it. It's independent from the rest of his body. Like, who cares about fucking... What are they called now? BBLs, you know? You got Bananza butt lift right there. Jesus. That's Scary Mary right there. How does your garden grow? Let's do over. You're a do-over. Does that count for the second one though? So yeah, I'm really bad at names of the movies, I'm sorry. That one looks kind of cool. The thing with A24, right? They're not doing anything incredibly imaginative or something, you know? They're not doing anything that new, actually. It's just how they're shot, and more importantly, how they're advertised. That's all it takes sometimes, to tell you the God honest truth. Try telling that to the big guys. Why did you jump back out? I gotta do this with 20 seconds to spare. I think if I kill all the main pillars, it like the infrastructure is messed up. So they're like, peace. So let's try that, shall we? Yeah, that one, for some reason, he forces himself off the edge. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there you go. Boom, shakalaka. There you go. Didn't even get half the walls. Me too. I personally knew that I could do it. You get some spinnies. I don't know if I still have that. And if you do some spinnies, Pauline just runs on his back. Look, she's like, "Oh my god, I never asked for this." It's such a silly, cute game. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with silly, cute. Nintendo are the kings of that. So yeah, then I seen there was a listing for the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. How do you guys feel about Musou games? Basically those Dynasty Warrior style games where it's you versus 1,000 easy enemies that you juggle in the air. How do you feel about those games? Have you ever played any? Is it something that you remember as a kid but you lost touch with? But let me tell you, the Musou series and just genre has not gone anywhere. It has gone from strength to strength. And yeah, Hyrule Warriors is Nintendo's little take on it. I believe it's done by the same company that do Dynasty Warriors. Oh, is it Omega Force or one of those? Omega Force. Yeah, one of them. And another latest one was the Dynasty Warriors Origins. That's cool. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Okay, where do we go next? It's such a... It's like going into a theme park for the first time, you know? Owie. I know, he just got me before I got the punch off. Calm down. So with the Hyrule Warriors games, it starts off as, oh yeah, let's go for it, let's see what happens, you know? And then they realized we can use this series for something else. So the last 2 games have actually been sort of pseudo prequels to both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So we've had the Age of Calamity and now the Age of Imprisonment. The Age of Calamity kind of went back before Link was put into 100 years of sleep, you know, rest and recuperation. And then the Age of Imprisonment, you know, not too spoilers or anything, but sort of centered around Zelda and the Divine Beasts and imprisoning Calamity Ganon. They're really cool. You actually get to play as characters you'd never thought you could. So yeah, they're doing that. So they're good side games. You know, I think everyone's kind of hungering for a little bit of a what's next for 3D Zelda. Me personally, I'd like to see what else they could do with 2D Zelda. We got a really nice Link's Awakening, and we got Echoes of the Wisdom, which is almost like a Link's Awakening sequel. But I wouldn't mind like something. I wouldn't mind. So there's rumors of them because you know we got Mario's anniversary coming up. And we also have Pokemon's anniversary. And then if Mario's anniversary is happening, then it won't be long for Link's either. I think it's time for Oracles of Ages to get a... Or Minish Cap to get a cheeky remake. Majora's Mask and... Ocarina of Time have had the remakes, but it's such an important game. There's a lot of wonderful Zelda games that are sort of lost to time. Better surfing. Chunks of terrain ride will dissolve at a slower rate. Ooh, that's nearly better, but I kind of want the surf. But we're not in a water arena. Let's get that and save up for the next one. Because they do, yeah, the terrains do disappear pretty fast. Alright. Where's this going to bring me out? Hello, nerds. Yeah, some of my favorites, like Zelda games that are less talked about, is like the Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks games. Those are actually Wind Waker sequels. Obviously, I've talked about Twilight Princess, so you kind of blew in the face with that one. But I really love A Link Between Worlds, which was a bit later on the DS, 3DS kind of stuff. And I think it was right as they were launching the Switch, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it just got completely pushed to the side, you know what I mean? And it's fantastic. It really is like a Link to the Past remake. The mechanic of Link Between Worlds is Link can basically go 2D and suck himself into the wall. And it kind of goes into this kind of mosaic cave painting version of Link, and he can squeeze between cracks and all that kind of stuff, and you got like a high rule, low rule thing. It's fantastic. Fantastic. And the cherry on top of that game, not only is it just fantastic, at the time there was an ambassador program, if people remember, where nobody was buying the 3DS, so they're like, if you buy this, we'll give you a token for a free game. And that free game, my friends, was A Link Between Worlds, and I sat there glued to that game for like 8 hours, and I hadn't done that. At the time of this, I would have been like a late teen or a teenager. So I hadn't done that in years. It wasn't since I had played Pokemon games. I couldn't put that thing down. I don't know when's the last time I played a game like that. I suppose when it's handheld, you know, it's a bit easier. Ooh. Never Let Go, it's called, starring Halle Berry. Oh, really? She's in that as well? Halle Berry's fucking amazing. I didn't know that. Samurai Warriors, yeah, they were good. Don't any of those, but it reminded me of a mystery horror movie I saw a trailer once. But okay, there you go, yeah. Yeah, dude. Horrific Creature will get them. Yeah, she is bloody amazing. You know what movie I liked of hers? Was it? It was a mother whose child gets kidnapped and she goes after him. And then there was the one where it's like the 911 call. What was the one? I like that one. Where, you know, a little bit of action in it, but she's been doing a lot of that lately where it's kind of like the angry mom or the angry person. Yeah, Never Let Go. Cool, I'll have to watch that one. That one's 2024, so that's not that long ago. She was great in John Wick 3 for sure. I actually think if anyone deserves a spin-off, it was her. She was really good. It was like a kind of tough, badass bitch army chick. Anything else we need to get? I still don't. What do these even do anyway? That's for banana and energy. Yeah, I guess I'll get one. Get your banana energy. Well, another thing I love about Halle Berry is one, she's not afraid to make fun of herself. So any meme that pops up, she just kind of dives into it. And two, like, she seems like a good, she's gone through the thick and thin of Hollywood and come out the far side, and she seems well put together, you know. Sure, it doesn't help, and she's fucking gorgeous as well, you know. That's definitely a big point. Whoosh. What about the story of Watch Dogs 1? I like that. People kind of shit on it. Didn't really like Aiden. They thought he was like a Batman wannabe. They play it like John Wick. It's really good. And, you know, it's kind of personal. I thought Watch Dogs 1 had a better story than GTA 5. People kind of glaze GTA 5 because of the online, but go and sit and play the story. Spend so much time doing yoga and going to therapy as Micah. You're like, oh my god. I prefer to play as Franklin and Trevor. Michael's good, like, from a Sopranos side of stuff, but do you want to play Sopranos or do you want to watch Sopranos? You know? I want to go to over there. Where was that other island with the little minecart? Over this way. Little polka dot chimneys. Let's see what's over there. Dude, would you believe that this is the same area we started, but like, I'm going for like an hour just messing around. That's what this game's all about. Big old meshes. Hopefully we have some minecart parts where we're like bumping into it. We already had a nice tribute to Donkey Kong Country with a 2D area, 2.5D. So that was nice. People were like, oh, they did such a good job in this. I'm like, that's not retro. Retro didn't make this game. I tried telling that to the kids, you know. Man, you can actually like change it over to different music, but I don't want to. I don't. What is she saying? Kadunk, ka-chunk? Is that when he's punching things?
Hear that?
That's the main cards, okay.
Moving around. I love the rhythm.
Halle Berry I don't think a lot of people were hiring her, which is wrong. So she got into the usual spiel of like Netflix deals. And at that point, you're at the mercy of some really rough writers, and you can't say no because you're like a 3 or 4 movie deal, you know? I think that's how she got roped into some of those rough ones. Bruce, I haven't done that. Jackie Justice. That's cool. She did like a biopic for a female boxer. That's cool. Disgraced MMA fighter finds redemption in the cage. That could be cool. Never got to see that. Got a Randy Rousey thing going on. And Moonfall. I haven't got to see Moonfall. That's that. No, that's not Moonfall. The other one was it Don't Look Up. You need to watch both of those. But like, some of them are becoming satirical though. I know that a lot of those other disaster movies were, you know, kind of accidentally satirical. But like, this is not meant to be funny, right? It's fucking hilarious. Especially in like 2012 and that. Some parts of that are so ridiculous.
Great day. I just know it.
Oh, she's far too positive, I'm sorry. That's Nintendo for you. Let's see what this has to say. History of the Twin Horn Smokestacks. The foreman had a plan. It was indeed a bold plan. They soon discovered the number of smokestacks mattered less than the size of the smokestack. Since the output didn't decrease, it was a hope. Okay, it's a lot. You're saying smokestacks a lot. We have a American burger joint, and they have a burger called the Smokestacks. You're just making me hungry. You wouldn't like me when I'm hungry. I want to get the white fur because it makes them look like Rampage. Down here. Yeah, I have to laugh at the sonar stuff, but anyway. Sonar, I could understand if you hit off metal. That creates a little bit of sonar because you get that kind of boing. Won't fall something else. I would go in the lowest of expectations if I were you. Yeah, I get that confused with the Don't Look Up. Also the geostorms and stuff. There's a lot of moon stuff. The lowest. The lowest. Yeah, there was Kidnap in 2017. That one. That was a kind of a messed up movie. It was really, really cool. Like, she's just chasing after the kidnappers. She does a good job like that, where she's just badass. And yeah, there was The Call. That was 2013. So you think those movies are all together? Was she in that movie Cell? No, that's Jennifer Lopez. You get those mixed up because they have very similar style movies. You know, they're doing kind of female revenge, female empowerment movies. Ain't nothing wrong with that if it's done well. As long as it's not like trying to shove a message down your throat. Like, this is the message. Women can fight back. That's the message. I'm like, of course they can. I don't need you to be telling me a message. Some of these producers and directors and writers think they're fucking God's gift to feminism. Like, no, you're not. You're extremely toxic on both sides. You ask yourself, like, how can a woman be, you know, toxic masculine? It's like, of course they can. Fucking crazed lunatics spending too much time online like everybody else. You ever hear of just writing a good story? Wait, look, we got this jump. We got all this stuff we can do. Let's hope they add some enemies to it. Mine carts and barrels is DK all the way. Choo choo! I kind of like the rainbow smoke. Reminds me of the Indian Festival of Lights. They're throwing all the different kind of coloured sprays. Alright, Mr. Giraffe. Big stretch, peak. You're telling me. Can you get up there? Alright. A refinery looks like stretch. We'll wager you can climb it with ease. Cloud Atlas. That was kind of a weird one. She did Cloud Atlas, and there was Jupiter Ascending. Both kind of sci-fi movies that either just did not have the CGI budget or the storytelling. Didn't work out so well. But as you say, if you go in with low expectations and don't focus too much on the dialogue and CGI and the acting and the lighting, you'll have a great time, you know. Oh my god. Is that how bad movies are getting? I don't know. Get lower. Kidnap phone call movies. There is, right? Get the coconut gun. How's it going, Pyro? How you doing, dude? How's your day? How's your business? Excited for a bit of Battlefield? Oh yeah, you were saying like I ain't doing shit until that happens. Is this a hamster wheel for DK? Oh my god! All right, hamster wheel. 4 more. So we got to get up there. Okay. Let's see if we can do the turf surf all the way to the tippy tap. The tippy tap. And I'll tippy tap. There's 2. Oh, there I go, falling off the edge. This hamster wheel is rigged. Can we go faster? Can we get up that way? I think you can climb it a little bit. Right? Yeah, just climb up there and jump off. He'd be letting go and shit. Don't let go. They don't fall off this one time. With the one time. Okay. Still haven't figured out how to get through these yet. To throw something at them? Oh, look at that. There's the last balloon. How do you get in there? There you go. Just jump up. That's one way to do it. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, I can see the cage over here. There's no entrance. Oh, here we go. I see a little entrance down here. Just gotta slide up. Boom! I don't know if that's the way you're supposed to do that. That's some quick reactions right there. Recently watched one starring Chris Evans. Oh, really? He's been doing some, I want to say movies, I don't know. Man has not got a good deal after Captain America. Was Robert Downey Jr. just going from strength to strength. Chris Evans like, shitty army movies, checkaroony, shitty rom-coms, check out my melody. He's done them all. I'm waiting for him to do a crappy kids movie where he turns into a fucking pink elephant or something. And I'm like, yep, that's one dead career right there. Check it out. My god, stop poking it. It's already dead. I know. It's his career. Alright, let's see. Big wheel balloons. We got 2. We're missing 1. I see nothing. You see any more? You see more nanas? Is there a nana inside the dirt? Joe Dirt. There could be. It's over here. I think I was supposed to go this way. Can't make me. Just to collect all the balloons, right? I did that. Maybe I just have to... Nope, it's that one. The fact that it's the middle one makes me think it's here somewhere. Probably on a timer as well. Oh, I think I see something behind there. Made too many holes. Made many holes in the hamsters. They're gonna hate me. Yeah, it's down there. Look at that. Now, how do you get down there? Beep bop bop beat up bo. I keep it down, boom, beat and boom. Just fall. Fall like you've never fallen before. Great Scott. I'm a sliding. I think that this was the way to get in there. But I didn't know. You won't let me break one door. Oh, don't hit the barrel. Nice. Oh, I could have also smashed down here. Bananza. How weird does he look with the dark fur? It's crazy. He looks like DK's uncle or something. Alright, 3 manners. Let's get out of here. All done. Modern Nintendo problem being too easy. It does, yeah. It's even easier than Mario Odyssey. We'll see, maybe it'll get a little bit tougher later on. That's okay. You just get into it like a collectathon and just having fun. That's all that matters, you know. We're not going to see Nintendo making a goddamn Souls-like now, are we? I like the Gray Man. Is that his movie?
Crystal stuff is what I really love.
Is that the one?
I want you to smash every bit of crystal.
Smash it! Is that the one that Mid is talking about? Chris Evans in that one? The Gray Man. You got Michael Fassbender, Anna de Armas, Ryan Gosling. Jesus, you could literally have them standing around for 45 minutes and it'd be a good movie already. Just have them chatting. Chatting. He's another actor that nobody's kind of saying it out loud, but I'll say it. Ryan Gosling has not put out a really decent movie in quite a while. I still consider that just to be a lot of bad writing too. I mean, you could make 75 Drive movies and to be happy. But I honestly will tell you this, and he won't admit it and no one else will admit it. Doing movies like fucking Barbie and what was that other fucking kid-friendly shit he did? Some other crap, I don't know. Doing shit like that, it might win you awards and everyone loves it, but you're seen as a joke, you know? Sorry. You're seen as a joke. And even from the look of them, it feels like a cash in, you know? People are still trying to be all deep about Barbie. I'm like, okay. At most, Barbie is like the same thing that Toy Story 3 already did better, which is, you know, respect your toys and remember where you came from. Don't think some anti-man or one of these kind of movies. That's just shitting. See, this is what I was talking about. See, that just kind of popped on there. So if you're seeing a perfect square like that, that's because of voxels. It's not really meant to do that. They're probably not great with the engine. You would never load a perfect square like that. That's because it's voxels leading the way. Right, there must be a little mini boss up here because they're really pushing help on us. Nice. You goober. See, can we get him? No, it just sticks to him. Time to go Bananza! Even made voxel-based enemies. I don't see that every day. That means like parts of them are just falling. It's insane, man. The depths you can get to. The Fall Guy, yeah. Oh no, that Fall... No, I always get Fall Guy mixed up with Nice Guys. There's a lot of guy movies. The Other Guys, Nice Guys, Fall Guy. That was... Oh no, was Fall Guy... Oh no, yeah, Fall Guy's good. No, what was that Ryan Reynolds movie? Where he's like an NPC. That was fucking dirt. What was that one called? Free Man or something? Yeah, no, Fall Guy is the stunt double one. Yeah, that was pretty good. He did a different stunt movie as well. He's kind of a stunt driver in Drive as well for about 5 seconds. The amount of robberies that happened with that same mask because of Drive is insane. Drive is like like 15 years old or some shit. The movie Drive, isn't that crazy? Fucking me, man, I'm old. I'm old! I don't like Russell Crowe at all. I think he's an absolute prick. I'd love to kick the shit out of him. And that one's not just for no reason, he's just a general prick. Matt Damon is just for no reason in general. Sorry, Matt Damon. Just want to punch you. But Russell Crowe is just a bastard, you know. He's a stereotypical, you know, fucking dude who's got far too much money and no one who said no to him. And he's just a piece of shit. He's been riding the coattails of Gladiator and Beautiful Mind for a long time. While he sits back and puts on a fucking sight of weight. Has everybody do everything for him. That man's a good actor like that. A true blue good actor. Once you age, and you age a bit gracefully or not so gracefully, what do? You become a half-decent director. But they can't even fucking do that because they won't admit it. Another fine day for... This guy come back. Fine day for these middle-aged dudes that just will not age gracefully. I don't mean looks department, I mean like just normal human being stuff. Not acting like a prick. Or be Brad Pitt and beat the shit out of Angelina Jolie and his family, like just disgusting shit. We're all like, I know Formula One. And he's like, thank you for another $27 million role while I go home and drink myself to death because my parents hate me and my wife has left me and the kids have changed the last name so they can't be anywhere near him. Like, God damn. Gotta get that magical brush that separates art from artist and just make a fucking 10-mile long fucking version of it so we can separate them as much as possible. A lot of that stuff, like even with this Coldplay cheating stuff, and the man's like sacked on the spot. It's like, he's a dumbass and cheaters and all that stuff, pieces of shit. It shouldn't have anything got to do with your personalities and your job, you know. Because if that's the case, man, there shouldn't be an American president. That's all I'm saying. Because these are some psychotic motherfuckers. But yeah, unless the job is literally like fucking, I don't know, you're the CEO of some giant family therapy, you know that kind of way. Like you're a huge law office that deals in family therapy or something, family law. Unless it's something like that where you're actually going against what your job's about. But otherwise, who fucking cares? Bonk. Who cares? Mad Damon. Yeah, I'd fight him as a Mad Damon. Let's give him like The Martian 2, but just don't tell him nobody's filming or anything. It's not a real movie. I think I need to destroy these by having these run into them. Is that it? No. I picked them up? No. I think I need to just smash into them, do I? No. Okay. Okay. None of those things. Nice guy's the buddy cop. Yeah, that one. Nice. And I think Russell Crowe's good in that one because he literally plays a dickhead. And it works. Like, oh my god. The easiest acting role he ever had because he's not acting. Did they explode? No, they don't. What the hell are we supposed to do? I have no idea. Let's just go fucking Bananza. It doesn't kill them either. Maybe knock them off the edge? I don't know. Brrrah! I love when he charges, you get that kind of comic book thing going. Brrrah! Wow, he actually... So he wins. He wins. He completely missed that. I think there's an extra upgrade you can get where it like makes the attack travel further. Note the time and money we would save if we just hired some better writers for movies. Yeah, boy! I still think like... Ouchie. Come on! Oh man, that stun takes forever. I think we had some better movies even 10 years ago. What happened to all the epics? You know, there's no one want to do that. Where'd they go? You don't do any epics, you know. Where's all the Lord of the Rings and Kingdom of Heavens and things like that? And Troy's. Where are all them gone? No one wants to be art. All we have now is Gladiator 2, but less shitty. It's less shitty. Down, 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 down. Someone who's been acting since the early 2000s. He's barely in anything. Who, Ryan Gosling or Russell Crowe or Matt Damon? I've been in too much. Cable Guy was some coked out Jim Carrey movie. I don't know. I didn't see that one. You didn't like it, did you not? The other guy's is Buddy Cop. Will Ferrell, it's very, very shit. Oh, you think that one's shit? I'm always seeing people quote it. Okay. Interesting. It is kind of low tier Will Ferrell stuff for sure. I get that. People tend to watch it same as myself for Eva Mendes. Eva Mendes. I can only get through here with Bananza. Bananza Kong. Banana. Dude, I think we'd probably have to say ooh banana over like 700 times. Why is there another house up here every time I come up here? This place must be the land of houses. Okay. His best role is in LA Confidential. Yeah, hates women beaters, then beats a woman. I know, it's always the way. It's always the way. Bam, bam. Does he hit her? Bam, 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 bam. Trying to remember. I know, like the Kim Basinger actress character. She messes around with all the cops and stuff. I can't remember if he does go in and slaps her. That's a great movie. I mean, that's how we got Ella in the war. And it's not as good a movie, but I still like it. The Black Dahlia. People shit up and down that movie. It is trying to be LA Confidential. But, you know. Most of those stories are based on some true events. Especially when it comes to, like, corruption and power in the family and what Hollywood did to people. It's true. It's all there, you know. What's wrong with this person? How lucky we see such grand scenery. Oh, put the eyes in the weirdest places. It's kind of creepy. You shy shot, buddy. And Jack Nicholson in Chinatown's a great one as well. It's more like the 70s. But that one's great. You want all that 40 stuff. Then you can just go to the real classics like the Maltese Falcon and that. Smash and scratch. Pretty smashing. There you go. Are you allowed another one of those? I don't think so. No, so you're only allowed one. Just it's kind of an extra life. On top of everything else, we already have like, what, fucking 9 hearts? The yellow ones will disappear if I lose them. But still, it's too much. The other guy is in the list of movies I never finished because it was so bad I turned it off. I can't remember the end of it either. I get to the point where, like, near the middle, he goes to meet him in his home and Eva Mendes comes out in a tight dress and then I black out for a while and wake up in a pool of my own jizzy. Yeah, Jesus. Oh no, look at all this. There must be a little boss nearby or something. Giving us everything. Too easy. Yeah, I'm trying to find the exact moment where Will Ferrell's career and movies just started to get a bit shite. There has to be an exact moment. I think it's somewhere between Anchorman 2, which is just fucking stupid. It ends up not being that bad of a movie, but the time they spend at the lighthouse, he has like a freak out. They spend like what feels like an hour and a half. It's probably only about 20 minutes. It's so weird. He's like blind and his child comes over. They put way too much like haha funny on this kid, and he's a fucking annoying little shit. He's like one of those Ned's the Classified School Guide kids where you're like, should I beat the shit out of it? Like, you have fun watching those when you're a kid and a young teenager. When you get older, you're like, it's the most annoying little prick I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ. Yeah. What's weird is he does have some good movies scattered in there. Even some good drama movies. I like that Eurovision movie, which is really piss poor, but I really like it. I don't know why. Probably just because that.
Job.
Nice
That's
view
you
too.
too.
Yeah, okay. If you say so. How about nice smash? That never gets old. Oh, look who's back! Grumpy Kong! Holy moly! Time to finish the job! Grumpy Kong! Alright, here we go. It's okay, I'm already Bananza. So he's got... That's nice. Defeat Grumpy Kong. So he's got some... Each layer is of a different power. Some I can destroy and some I can't. You know? Watch out. So will he slam down once I get rid of it? Okay, there you go. That's how it works. Now we gotta go. We gotta go Bananza, baby. Where you going, huh? Get back here. Don't be afraid. I will show you the way. Cha-cha. Something I noticed, I didn't know Nintendo did this, but they have distinct controls to let you swap the A-B button and stuff now. Wow. Get him. Oh, he's up there. Take that, you little stinker. See how easy it is to probably finish this in one go. Woohoo! Nice. Alright, now he's gonna build all this stuff back, isn't he? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Come on, Grumpy Kong. What you got? But yeah, this is what I think, like if Nintendo themselves in the system allow you to... I know, like, we live in a world where you can reprogram all buttons on the others. I get that. That's more of a PC thing anyway. But now Nintendo are doing that. To me, that's a sign you've lost. They're all losing to PC. Sony have now just upgraded and updated their controller to fully onboard. Oh, I didn't know that's what was getting me. Fully onboard in the controller. Allow you to connect one-to-one with PC and mobile phones and all that. So yeah, they're no longer getting in the way and being the middleman. You used to have to download a program or kind of sidestep around it. Bananza! Well, he didn't even grow the stuff back. I'm just gonna kick his boot. Nothing gonna stop me now. Let him swing. Boom! Too easy. I literally just extended that fight just to make it a bit harder. This hitter, yeah, I'll have to go back to you on the Will Ferrell. Actually, like, oh, not even like Step Bros or Talladega Nights or something. What do you think about this new Naked Gun movie? I hope it's good. Liam Neeson's getting old, God bless him. He did a new ad for it where it's like a telethon, you know, like a charity, and it's like, comedy movies are dying. We've had less movies, but, you know, even though it's like slapstick, and I actually think he might be right, you know. And then at the end he's like, please save a comedy movie today. He actually shows a lot of old comedy movies. And at the end he just lets out a little sneaky squeaker. I'd say he did that movie, one, because he's paid handsomely, and two, because he was just getting sick of being typecast. The last like 10 or 12 movies that Liam Neeson has done has all been just slightly different iterations of Taken. Like the same fucking thing, you know? It's like, oh my god. At the point now, like he's at that point where his poor old body's giving up on him. He does not do any of his own fights. It's all extremely like fucking fast deflex and then just camera work and cuts, you know? One of them that he snuck in there I thought was very good was Between the Tombstones. And it's kind of like a sort of Boston gang thing going on, you know, a lot of weird stuff. I like those kind of movies. You ever seen Gone Baby Gone as well? And The Town? I like those kind of Boston gang, Boston day in the life. It's really cool. It's probably not nearly as gritty and messed up as they make it out to be. But dang. Alright, so he's one of the Void Core. Are you done now? My best wasn't good enough again. At least I slowed you down. Trust my hard work. The boss dug closer to the planet core. Alright. So we have Cranky Kong, but not Grumpy Kong, so he's kind of new. This Void Core actually are all like little monkeys. But the main guy looked like a bat. And he has this assistant chick. I don't know why, it just reminds me of the Flintstones. Alright, boom, on to the next layer. It'll probably still be all like Arizona canyons. or Colorado canyons. Let's go! You don't mind Austin Powers? Yeah. Oh, the Lego movie. Okay, well, I never thought about that. Bit of a cop out there, you little shit. Boop. Holy moly, what's going on here? Sub-layer 301. Yeah, he's barely in it, you're right. Got a decent part in the first one, and yeah. What do you think of Gold Member? That was the last one he did. He's trying to do another one. Mike Myers is trying to come back. Eddie Murphy's slowly coming back, but they're not great movies. Beat Grumpy Kong. I don't mind these actors coming back and kicking ass. I'm more against trying to revive 20-year-old movies, you know? When is Happy Gilmore 2 coming? Because if that does anyway well, or if Netflix pays enough, he will do Waterboy 2 and Little Nicky 2 and all that. Fucking Little Nicky, man. He had Ozzy Osbourne in that one. Such a weird voice. He's like, hello? Like, oh my god. Into this mixer. Okay, so they're all trying to dig down to the planet core. We gotta stop him. This is a big drilling machine he's got. My god. Let's stop that. What I love about this game is the randomness of it. Just like Mario Odyssey, like none of it actually makes any sense. Yeah, it's Hollow Earth, but like what in the name of Christ is actually going on? Mario Odyssey is the same as well. Let's go to New Donk City with normal people. So that ends up like an age-old mystery of Mario being like 2 foot tall. 2 foot tall? Nice, you didn't think I could do that, did you? Who needs to dodge the lasers when you can go around the lasers? And then the dragon as well. I'm gonna play more Mario Odyssey. I'm liking it on the Switch 2. You know what the Switch 2 feels like, right? And this is no shade or anything. Did I get hurt? What the fuck? It's a throw! I'm still not used to those, whatever a ZL and YL and ZR is. The left and right part's fine, but what the fuck is a Z? A Z axis? What am I throwing? Throw what? Oh, throw, okay, you don't... Okay, now I understand. Wait, how am I supposed to get that nanner? Hello? You can also aim with the motion controls. Dude, I'm not 2 years old, I ain't using no goddamn motion controls. I thought I was supposed to jump over this. Nanner, I've got to go backwards. Whoa, check that out. Triceratops! Triceratops wiener! How many you have to hit? Come on, go. We must get Triceratops. There we go. I think you're supposed to hit the ground, not that. Wow. Can I go back and get that nanner? Can't see crap. Wow, music's cool. Alright. Yeah, Lego Movie, Lego Batman and all that. Isn't it crazy how quick all that stuff kind of came and went? Their contribution to Chris Pratt's career. We'll say a career. Steady. What am I supposed to do with this guy? Punch the living crap out of him. Here you go, buddy. You watched any good, like, movies, surprising movies lately or anything? Yeah. I'm the worst at just, like, getting fed up of finding a movie and just going back and watching something cool, you know? I do that a lot. A lot. Then you had one called, was it Non-Stop? Liam Neeson movies, like Non-Stop, where he's on a plane, he's like ex-marshal, air marshal, and there's one that was called Unknown, where I see these type of movies pop up all the time. They were huge. It's basically like the Richard Gere movie back in the day, you know? It's like, can't remember stuff, and his wife's like lying to him and all this stuff. Sort of a conspiracy. Richard Gere kind of did it with like, what lies beneath and all this other stuff. They're just kind of iterations on the same thing. That nanner's gonna haunt me for like... I thought I had to jump over them, even when I fell off. They look very angry minds, I'm trying. Yeah. Poof! I'll see it, I like Liam Neeson, he's a cool voice. Yeah, he puts on some mad voice, he still has a little Northern Irish in his voice. He must live nearby or something. Dude, I was haunted with the thoughts that Ellen DeGeneres is living in the UK. I pity the UK right now. Yeah, what's going on with these records? Because they were so random, I missed one, I didn't mean to. But yeah, if you must watch like a more dramatic Will Ferrell movie, he's got one called Everything Must Go. Probably see it on YouTube. It's always free on there. And it's just about an alcoholic man who's working in an office job, and on the same day his wife leaves him, he loses the job and everything. It's not a comedy. And so instead of moving his piece of shit for most of the year, he decides to live on his lawn and do a yard sale, and as long as the yard sale can go on, he can live on the lawn as a squatter. That one's decent enough. Nice for free. It's a simple, slower kind of movie. Then there's Stranger Than Fiction, which is a bit of a weird one, but still good. It's about this author. She's played by Emma Thompson, and she is like chronic chain smoker. She's trying to write a book, but she's one of those reclusive writers. And she's got a creator's block. So Queen Latifah comes from the book publisher. Hey, bitch! Am I not underneath the ground? And it's like, I'm here to help you write a book. And then on the other side of it, you've got Will Ferrell's character, who's like a hopeless, romantic, hapless little fool who his life is completely structured all the way down to like how many times he brushes his teeth and that, you know. And he's an accountant, of course. But as it's going on, Emma Thompson's sort of narrating his life. And then he meets this baker, played by Maggie Gyllenhaal, who's just playing sort of a bohemian, kind of hippie baker chick who was like, I don't wear bras anymore, and I'm super sexual. But she does a good job in it. But a lot of people are like, there's people out there that's like, why did Batman even go after Maggie Gyllenhaal? She's a mess. And I'm like, what the hell? Clearly these guys have like stupid porn aspirations of women. What the fucking window to nowhere? Of women, you know. And then like when they actually do get a girl, looks like a fucking mop with glasses. It's like, yeah, sure, yeah. Or they themselves look like freaking, you know, Pete Davidson semen. What the fuck? That guy is Mortail. I swear he just has good drug connections. I don't know how he's got Ariana Grande and Kim Kardashian. Good lord. So yeah, anyway, that movie, yeah, so it's pretty good. Like, he's really depressed little... well, actually, he's not even an accountant. My apologies. IRS man, which is even worse. It's the same thing on a good day. Yeah, so it's a good movie. It's called Stranger Than Fiction. So over the course of it, you realize, you know, as you can imagine, it's not like the spoilers or anything, but the book she's writing is like also his life and stuff. It's really cool. I like that. Obviously, does a great job narrating, and you've got these kind of parallels going on. That's a really cool idea. And it's all kind of told through the power of his watch. And like Emma Thompson, she's got that beautiful accent, you know, and she's got that dry British wit. So she's an extremely sarcastic, annoying little watch. But it's not like narrated or a weird face or anything. It's just from a narrator's point of view. It's like, Harold's watch really doesn't like the fact that he didn't brush his teeth today or something like that, you know. It just does a great job. Give it a watch. Stranger Than Fiction. Really good. It's kind of sort of a little wholesome as well, you know. There is a little love story underneath it all. I like it. And as I said, whatever it is about these comedians doing comedies, there's something very strange. Did we do this one? I think so, with the bananas on it. Why is this guy coming down here? Come on down. Can't see the camera. Come on. He can't come down, then he does come down. Pick one. But yeah, whenever a comedian... Oh, you little bastard. Does a sort of semi-serious... One more. Movie. There's something about it. I think your brain kind of expects to get laughs out of it. So you're going from comedy to serious. And it really works. I really enjoy comedians' serious movies or dramas. I always mention Adam Sandler's Reign Over Me. It would break your fucking heart in two. Jesus. Even parts of Click are okay, but there's a lot of parts of Click. Much as I love Christopher Walken, he is such a cartoon at times, you know. So you just let him go off on his own, he'll do anything. So Click can be good like that too. But yeah, and he did like Punch Drunk Love and stuff as well. But Reign Over Me is like, oh my god, it's like actually one of my favourite movies of all time, just for fucked up sake, you know. Who else? Jim Carrey does a lot of serious movies. People kind of shit on them though. Like there's a kind of a horror detective movie called Number 23. It is a bit rough. It doesn't know what it wants to be. It's like half Sin City, half this and that, so it doesn't really know what it wants to be. Which is unfortunate. Trying to be horror in Sin City, and it's like, oh good. And then obviously Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is also one of the greatest movies of all time. So yeah, go watch some comedian series movies like Lost in Translation for Bill Murray, which is a depressed middle-aged man trying to stay with his wife, living in Japan, clearly cheating as much as he can. Bumps into Scarlett Johansson and they have a lovely friendship. You know, there's no Clyde love story or anything, it's just, well, that's another great movie of all time. So there you go, a lot of movies of all time. Sounds a bit crazy. To me, like, I do like, you know, top classic movies of all time, then top 90s, top 2000s. It's the only way to do it because there's just so many amazing movies. There's no way. Same with video games, I'm sorry. I can do top games in a genre, but I can't do top games of all time. You might be able to narrow down a few, but then you'll just be immediately... Look at the sad little golden monkey face and like, yeah, right, you're about to kill me. There's nothing sad about you. It's just too hard to narrow it down. In fact, I would never suggest anybody to narrow down your favorite games or favorite movies or whatever, because you'll kind of, your brain will sort of, you know, tag that stuff and be like, okay, nothing can be better than these. Let's just work around them. So you try and find imitations, and it's never the same. And you're always gonna put them up against them movies and games. And that same thing goes for relationships and girlfriends and stuff. Don't do that. Don't put any pussy on a pedestal. How the hell did you get in there? Like a little rock bridge? Probably not. Seems like far too difficult a thing to do and time consuming. This game doesn't want you to do any of this. JD. Show them what's mud. Let's see there. You do a bit of that, and do a bit of that. Get up there. Okay, now. Oh, you fucking bastard! Why did he let go? Jesus, Kong, what the hell are you doing, boy? I actually got you up there. All I did was press up and down. There's no button to let go. You just mind your motherfucking business. Alright, where was it? Maybe I can get over there again, can I? So I used the rock to get over there. Boosh! I can't, okay. Don't let go this time, you little fucking Sasquatch. Is there a way of getting in there? From above or something, isn't it? Is it because of these little lips here? Did you let go because of that? Let me see. No, you just let go. That's bullshit, dude. Oh, whoop your ass. No, like, is it? Wait, hold. No, it's not. Oh, look, he just let go again. Why is he doing that? Oh my god. I'm gonna kick your ass. Don't just let go. There's no button to hold on. It's just up or down, left or right. Truman Show. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Absolutely. No, but I think Eternal Sunshine beats Truman Show. I know that's a lot. Truman Show is fantastic, but it does have a certain... It's hard to say, but it has a certain production value to it, right? And it knocks it off for a few points. It should have been even filmed like a TV show. It was, but you know what I mean? Even like... It's this thing that's getting on my tits with modern animation. Everything's like computer graphics and every show is 4K. And it's like, I never asked for any of that. I don't want any of that. It looks horrible. I can see like the wrinkles in people's arses. I never asked for any of this. Horrible. The worst thing we've ever done is go beyond HD. HD was fine because VHSs were dying and the quality, and I get it. DVDs and Blu-rays. And Blu-rays because DVDs were sort of dying. In terms of like keeping hold of them, you know. But no, going beyond that, like, fuck that shit. People can't even discern against the 2K and 4K anyway. Which is hilarious. You say 2K to somebody and they're like, you mean like the basketball game? Like, yeah, sure, the fucking basketball game, okay. Okay, we can't get in there. We have to find where this all leads. All the goo. So yeah, you'd be surprised like that. I think there's something got to be said for, like, the brain chemistry when you're laughing and something's funny, and then you change it around to something serious. And I think it has a deeper effect on you because of the switch up. Nice. I like that you can just find your own way. Go. Forget Bryan Cranston going for Malcolm in the Middle, right? I know, isn't that crazy? So good. And he is amazing in Malcolm in the Middle. Say what you want, but he's pretty much almost the best part of that show. They all have their own thing going on, it's fine. Honestly, on any given day, Malcolm's more of an annoying person, but because it's his show, his life, his narration, you kind of just put up with it. But he's annoying little shit. Oh, woe is me, I'm the smart person, I have everything gifted to me. I just have a crazy family. It's like, hello, that's like 1 in every 10 people have that same thing going on. Nah. There's a banana there all along. Yeah, he's hilarious. Like the stuff that him and Lois would get up to, never. You just, especially like we would watch that show pretty young, probably same as yourself. And some of the stuff was hugely like a little dark and sexual. Like that bit where on one episode everyone goes on about it, where he's like hairy from head to toe, and it's just Lois is there shaving him on the breakfast table, and there's hair going everywhere. Oh my god! Or the bit where like Malcolm's teacher comes to the house to tell them that he's really gifted and he gets to join the new class, and Lois thinks she's there to cause trouble, and she just opens the door like butt-ass naked, and the teacher's like, I can't talk to you right now. She's like, they're just boobs, lady, you've got some nice ones yourself. And it's just so funny. What's over here? I think I found a little secret. Oh, it's gotta be a little boss or something. They're just boobs, lady. Those were the shows, man. Those were the shows. Discovered the last large fossil. Okay, just have to find a way to get through it. Buried in the sand. Forget about it. Hit a deadline. Okay. Roseanne was one of the best shows. We would sit around and watch that as a family when I was younger. I was the designated remote control before there was good remote controls. I think over the course of all that, before Sky came into it, you know, like early 2000s and all that, we probably went through like about 20 fucking remote controls. My dad loved buying those all-for-one universal remotes, and they never did nothing. You couldn't remember the codes, and he'd keep resetting it and everything. But yeah, we sat and watched like Cosby Show and Roseanne and a lot of Irish stuff as well. You wouldn't know, like Glenroe and stuff, as a family. Those were nice. But the same thing as well, like Roseanne was one of those shows that was it did a lot of things very early. It probably wasn't the first of the first, but a lot of like, you know, like a gay relationship or talking to your kids about puberty and periods and stuff pretty early on, you know. But my parents would still turn that stuff off if there was any like kissing or making out. It used to crack me up, just the way they were raised, you know. And you'd be like laughing to yourself with your siblings, like, okay, all nervous, so a little bit of kissing going on. Which I distinctly have many memories. It sucks what became of that show, so it ended pretty rough. Like she went a bit cuckoo, and she decided to win the lotto in Roseanne. It was a horrible season of just, I think she just wanted to go out with a bang, but it was horrible. Like it was meant to be about working class in the 80s in Illinois, you know. And that's what people connected with it, because it didn't matter whether UK, Ireland, or Outer Mongolia, everyone has a struggling family story, you know. Unless you're fucking some old dumbass rich kid or whatever. But yeah, in the end, so she won the lotto, so to me, and then every episode was like, you know, a very stereotypical 90s sitcom stuff, where it was like, how wacky can we be, you know. It felt like going from Save for the Bell to Save for the Bell, the Hawaiian movie or whatever. So that kind of was a disaster. And in the end, she kind of pulled the rug out and just decided, oh, we got to end this, so let's do something like heart-tugging and stuff. And people were kind of pissed about that as well. Basically, it was like they were saying that the last season, they retconned it in the show and were like, actually, this person passed away, this, and this happened, and then ended it. It was actually a nice ending if it wasn't for such a shitty season, do you get me? Like, there was bits where she was like in dream worlds and she had like half-naked men going around in a giant bathroom. It's all so weird, fucking weird. And anyway, so they left it alone, and then like about 10 years ago, I want to say, maybe 2017, something around that time, they we tried to do a season 10 and all that with Roseanne. Now, I've never seen all these. I'm not a big fan of sitcoms filmed on modern cameras. They look so bad. It's hard to explain. It's like bad frame rate and everything's too HD. It's like, oh god, I don't want to see Roseanne's wrinkles. But I heard that show was half okay. Oh fuck, man, he's such a reaction sometimes. He's too twitchy. I heard it was fairly okay, but then she felt up herself a little bit. The problem with Roseanne is she's very old school, and giving an old school, like, you know, probably like a Midwestern girl mixed with the internet and Trump and all that, you're gonna go fucking mad. Like, half of America is actually gone mad. Like, it's just the way it is. Not throwing shade at America. I think they're wonderful people and it's a wonderful country, but you have madmen in charge and madmen in the middle of fucking your government and Senate and everything, you know. Like J.D. Vance is like a complete dolt, you know. He's a complete moron. Like, I've never seen anyone. He needs like a fucking leash just to make sure he doesn't get lost in a mall somewhere, you know. He's fucking evil. Anyway, that's one of Trump's advisors, and you wonder why he's the way he is. But yeah, so of course then fucking take Roseanne, who's already a very kind of outspoken, always has been. That's when she was doing stand-up, that's what she was all about, you know. For better, for worse, it's kind of like, you know, like what I say or don't like what I say, I'm going to say how it is. But for the most part, at that time, that was exactly what was needed. We need someone to say what everybody was thinking. Nowadays, we don't want to hear what everyone's thinking because, you know, during that time, as I said, something happened during 2016 where everyone went a bit fucking mad. And, you know, that was the height of, like, cancel everything, you know. And she did say some dumb shit, but she's always said some dumb shit over the years. I don't think... So they basically took the show off her and then pretended she died in the show and called it The Connors. And I will not watch that. I'm not, like, if she is being, like, fucked up person, then absolutely call a person out. But I don't think that's what happened here. I think she was a bit misconstrued, you know. Like, apparently they took it as a racist comment. Now, if it was, it was, you know. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you won't find a bigger country that is more obsessed with race and class than America. And I don't know why that is, you know. The history they have, they think to be like, okay, everybody is just the same. Can we just get on with life, for fuck's sake, and get back to the community? But they can't. They just have to constantly, like, Jesus Christ, look what's going on now, for fuck's sake. But, yeah, so it sucks, so I won't touch that show at all. Apparently, the Darlene actress, I don't know her that well, Sarah Gilbert, apparently she turned into a maniacal idiot. She already had that, like, resting bitch face, so it's only a matter of time. But apparently she wanted to get out of Roseanne's shadow and steal her show and all this. Who knows, you know. Roseanne was on the Joe Rogan show a couple of times, so I'll kind of tell you where things are, you know. There was a time, during, like, the 2010s for the most part, where Joe Rogan... Like, he's an extremely smart guy, but between his ample amount of putting whatever chemical into his body that he's never fucking tried before, and a copious amount of weed and who knows what else, that smart man has been destroyed by, as I like to call these people, victims of the algorithm. Sounds kind of fucked up, but that's what it is, you know. You're doom scrolling all day, you're spending 10 to 12 hours online every day, you know, and then you don't realize that you've been brainwashed. You to be the smartest motherfucker. It tends to actually take over the smarter people. The average normal IQ person is fairly gullible, but they're almost stupid enough not to read into something. They're like, doi! And then you've got the ones that are below the IQ belt where they're like, I believe everything I hear and see. I can't figure out what reality is. You know, reality and dreamlike state is the same thing. Yay! You know, so those are the dangerous society. But then the really smart people are also a dangerous society because they go down the conspiracies, they go down the rabbit holes, they plot, they do all this kind of stuff, you know. That's a danger as well. People don't see it that way because, you know, they apparently, you know, can't possibly be mind-fucked by the government. I think what those kind of minds is, it's the obsession side of it, you know. We can't get away from that. Okay, we're gonna have to destroy this mind right. But anyways, that sucks. So, you live long enough, and every hero, every show, everything you like, every musician will eventually have just a horrible, bad take, bad time. That just sucks. Mad mixers. That's why I always tell people to just look after yourself first. Don't idolize any of these idiots. Don't idolize anybody. Alright, let's go get this guy. Like, see, you can say what you want, the bosses are piss easy, but having things back to back like this is stupid fun. So I'll give them that. See, is that a hit or not? Is she? Do I always have one? I think I do. Well, then we'll just fire away. So that's piss easy. It's like one of those hole in the wall things. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, all this, you know, the crapping on Rosanna or whatever, she was always an extremely difficult woman. She's a proud, strong, stubborn, independent, angry little woman, you know, that's, and you either hate her or love her, but we all know a woman like that, whether it's your auntie or your grandma or your mother or whatever. Like, do we just hit this now? What's left to hit? I think it's gone, isn't it? Oh, there he is. It's just one of those things, you know. With people, you either know that there's love behind all that, or they traumatize you for life. And yeah, a lot of them are stuck in their own ways, for sure, for sure. Yeah, but usually there's love onto that. Usually. So yeah, literally from episode 4 of Roseanne back in like 1988 or something, she caused trouble. Like, she didn't like the writers. She's a comedian that was found through, like, you know, the late night shows, and they were like, oh man, she's amazing, and she got her show, but this is a seriously proud, stubborn woman. She didn't want any writers, no producers, no nothing. Even to this day, she refuses to talk to producers. You know, she hires someone else to do all the legal spiegel, you know. I think that's where Sarah Gilbert came in and fucked everything up. She accidentally. But then, like, say what you want about Roseanne, instead of, like, closing down the show, she gave away all the rights, which she's going to hate in real life. Like, she's just basically gave away generational wealth. Because they'll probably do reunions and stuff. But she gave it all away because there was 200 people, you know, producers, costume, actors, all this kind of stuff, working on Roseanne and the Connors. So she was like, no, I'm not going to let those, because she knows how hard it is. Back in the day, in the 80s and that, it was hard for her as a woman to get her voice heard, you know. So that's why she was so angry. And, you know, fucking women's lib and all that. And then she also knew how hard it was during those times for, like, actors and just labour in general, you know. A lot of labour laws and that's people fought for. Most of them are gone now because you let too many governments get rid of them. But they were fought for back then, you know. So she did a lot of good, but it was through a lot of, you know, harebrained schemes and a lot of anger and stubbornness. But as I said, the squeaky oil gets the wheel, and that can work when it comes in terms of rights and stuff like that. But it can also be the loudest person in the room and the most annoying as well. It's kind of like that. Yeah, look what's going on now with the late shows. So Trump decided that he was going to cut the budget of Stephen Colbert, and he can just do that, even though he doesn't own CBS, but he just clicks his finger because he said something that he didn't like, you know. And Trump, as usual, being a big old child, he gives it all away. He goes to his own, because he couldn't be on other social media, so he made his own social media. So he goes to his own little social media, no one else is on there except like whacked out people and Trump. And he goes and tells on himself yet again. He says that he hates him and he's glad that he's fired and all this. So Stephen Colbert, in what I consider to be a very ballsy move / dangerous, because this is Trump. Trump is basically American Putin at this point. I'm sorry, but he could probably get people killed if he wants. If he's that pissy about it. He's too stupid to do that, but anyway. And yeah, Colbert just told him to go fuck himself live on air with like 10, 20 million people. So now all the late night guys are getting together. Jon Stewart, obviously a huge friend and worked with Stephen Colbert for a long time, well before even the Colbert Report. He's like, we're gonna stick with you. So they're all getting together, because I didn't know this. Like, you couldn't tell me what the hell's going on with late night TV. For me, it was always fucking Conan and Jared Leto and Johnny Carson. I didn't know there was 5 fucking late night shows, you know. I just didn't know that. There you go. That's with Conan and Leto and a few others gone. It's like, oh my god, how many fucking shows is there? You wonder. And Jon Stewart does the Daily Show, but he was doing his own thing. He was SNL with Adam Sandler, you know. He's in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. He's a decent enough guy. Like, I don't give a fuck about their political stuff. Any of them, you know. I never have. I don't give a shit. You're not. Your personality and who you are is not based on your dumbass political leanings. But anyway. So yeah, we'll see where this goes. This is probably going to end with them all gone, because what the orange man says goes, you know. She's even tried to like sue Fox, and if anybody who's even spent 5 seconds on Fox, they are completely owned and used by Trump. There's his own personal propaganda service. So yeah, the whole thing's so stupid. Fine for them? Okay. I'll do that. The whole thing is so very stupid.
There you are.
But I never knew that they could be so outspoken. As I know TV's TV, but I don't think they've been this outspoken in 20 years, I'd say. They'll always have a go or a meme about some kind of a president or something going on, but not like that, you know. They tend to stay away from that stuff. One, because their audience is trying to escape it. And two, because of the, repercussions. You say the exact wrong thing and people think you're like a traitor or something. So yeah, interesting times on that sort of stuff. Not that it affects any of us, and they're all fucking, you know, billionaires, a lot of them, but who really gives a shit? They'll always try and tell you they're the little guy and they're here for you, but come on. Let's not lie. Found you. You hide and shake this cute. I don't know, I think we've still got like fucking 4 more years of shit, but oh my god, the quicker the better. But you know what's interesting? Like, you know, you talk to the average American and they're pretty split. You know, you've either got the people that are not in the know and they're just trying to live their life and they're kind of better off for it. And then you've got the other sides that are, you know, crazy into left or right. You know, they're just pure extremes. Oh, he didn't do what I wanted him to do. He did everything else. He did about 5 moves. I stopped pressing about a minute ago. There's probably a better way of getting down there. But now when I watched all that, those clips of that. Now I know a lot of these guys, if they're left-leaning, they're going to have left-leaning audiences now, aren't they? Fuck, he did that as well. Mario does the same thing. Bangs off the wall and you lose control. So, you know, that doesn't really matter that much. But just hearing the crowd when he said, go fuck yourself, I don't think I've ever seen such a divided country on a president before. It's always been, the other side will always hate whatever president gets elected because it just signifies that they lost forever for the next 4 years, you know what I mean? It's like a fucking, like a dad, you know, losing faith in a baseball team or something. But I'm telling you, dude, these are wild times we're living in. I just can't get over it. That felt like unanimously in that audience when he said, go fuck yourself. Like, to say that to a president, like, Jesus Christ. We're not living in normal times. Let's just say something happens to Stephen Colbert. You have yourself to blame for having that crazy bastard in power. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not one of these people that is like this and that. You know, when it comes to all this crap about the Epstein list and that, like, it's been well known since before the 1900s how fucked up all these organizations are, governments, and twisted little pups, a lot of them. What's this? So, yeah. What's this? Oh, it brings it over here, okay. That makes sense, I would have never been able to drop down and hit that. So nothing surprises me. Boom! But, you know, with the Streisand effect, it cracks me up that how much he's trying to get around it. The sad truth about, like, Epstein Island and lists and all that is that every single actor that you have loved for the past 20, 30 years is on that list. Every single one of them. From Jim Carrey to Tom Hanks, they're all on there, everyone. It doesn't matter if they're there for a minute. Some of them are like, I was just borrowing one of his planes, and the plane just, you know, buzzed by the island, did it? Yeah. It's fucked up. Hollywood is a twisted, dark, evil place. Here we are just wanting a movie ticket to watch a movie. I feel you. Shame. Nothing is ever that easy or innocent. We're saying conspiratorial stuff. This has been going on since the birth of Hollywood. We might talk about the golden era of Hollywood, but it's not without the amount of abuse and amount of horrible stuff going on. Hollywood was pretty much used as a trafficking service for a lot of young teenage girls, sadly. And were taken straight off the buses. And then And everyone's all like, oh, it was done by this and that. And like, that was pretty much Hollywood right there, you know. Might not be signing on the dotted line, but these are all handlers hired by actors and producers and directors. I'm gonna get rid of this guy. He's a big old chunk. Maybe he can fall through here. Come on. Oh, almost. That noise he makes. Bye bye. Toodaloo. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but he gone. This is kind of cool. Let's go have a talk to Giraffe Man. Another house over there. I think I've unlocked like 6 houses in this one area. Bandits brought a monster with them. Huge feet. They used to haul it off. Yeah, like what they've done. The monster's footsteps. Cool. So what they've done is sort of what Mario Odyssey did as well, where you'd have that like mini side boss and then the main boss. And I found the side bosses in Odyssey to be better. This game, you almost have like 3 bosses per area, you know. But you know, a lot of them are that kind of mini boss stuff. With a bit of Grumpy Kong. Now we're gonna have basically one of those big monkeys with the the feet. Look, he's like a pineapple, huh? Feed us some gold. Come on. Okay. How much? Offer gold. Oh, sorry. ZR. Oh my god. Look at this. It's like a banana tree. Let's do it. Watching a lot of TV shows. Yeah? What you been watching? Anything good? Bit of Wire, a bit of Sopranos, Breaking Bad. I believe there's another Breaking Bad spin-off going. Have you seen that? Like some kind of weird viral petri dish. I think it's just from the creators of Breaking Bad. To this day, man, and about 20 years from now, they are still riding high off the back of Breaking Bad. Whoosh! I think it's considered one of the greatest shows of all time. Those ones I just mentioned are probably some of the best. The Wire and Sopranos, Breaking Bad, they're fantastic. I suppose like then sitcoms are got their own list, right? So when you're thinking like Seinfeld and Roseanne and that. Woke up with a stiff neck. Well, stand there and let me get that. Thank you. Now, is that better? We feel better. Thanks, partner. Watching Dexter. Oh, I feel every season, the first one isn't as good. Right. It's one of those shows, like most kind of investigation detective shows, is once you get a really good, almost like award-winning episode, it's all downhill from here. Are you trying to get into it before like the original Sin and that? So you had like it was like a prequel, right, when he was a kid, a really kid, like young Dexter or something? Or is that like a sequel with Dexter's kid? And now they're doing an original Sin is something different, right? It's like just a prequel to the show, but he's just younger. Was he played by the same guy? Michael something. You see, those kind of shows, right, are pretty damn decent, but it takes the right kind of broken brain. But there was a dude that went on a killing spree because he thought he was Dexter from the show Dexter. You know? Yeah, it's in America. A lot of these stories and crazy things that happen in America, it's only because they have like 10 times, 50 times the population that we do. There's equally as many fucked up stories, killers and stuff in Ireland. The way it is. She is a yapper. She must be on the pillow just yapping away. I hate when the ice melts and condensation in the glass and it just pisses it on you. Girl at work told me to watch it. What is it with girls loving serial killers? Yeah, dude, I'm telling you. It's so true. They do. It's the morbid fascination, but I think there's something else going on there as well. I think it's the taboo, evil nature of it. There's something deep down in their little Pringles, in their little tingly Pringles, that it makes their tingle Pringle. That's what I think it is. I don't know if I think it's like a taboo thing, right? And it goes back to like having dad issues, where like all of their male influence around them was very strong and powerful and possibly even like evil, mean, or kind of like what do they call that? You know, like an authority figure, right? I was trying to say like authoritarian or something. I don't think that's the word though, so I just cut my losses. But you know, that kind of way. So it sort of comes to that. Like, don't ask me why these ladies are trying to marry these serial killers, and that to me is like cuckoo. I don't even know. That's beyond therapy right there. Some of them, I think it's the celebrity of it. I swear to God, you will never meet a greater generation that wants to be famous in the last like 50 years or so. It's so bad now with the TikTok and stuff. Have you seen what was going on with Speed? Like everywhere he goes now, they're swamping him. They're all desperate for selfies and stuff. Like one guy followed him all over Slovenia, and let me tell you, he wasn't from Slovenia. He's like, I need this, please, I need this, and like they were throwing rocks at him. And this is the same thing that happened like Michael Jackson stuff. I'm not saying like Speed is as big as Michael Jackson, but I'm talking about the craze of celebrity and obsession. They love them so much that they're going to do harm to them. And this is why people are like, oh, why would someone go and harm a celebrity or like go to a concert and do damage, or you know, like poor Christy Grimmie and stuff. They have this brain broken thing where they want to become a celebrity even if it means doing damage. And they love them so much, they're so obsessed that they think no one deserves them except them. Very twisted people. And this can happen to anybody. You can be the most normal dude one day and then just all this stuff happens. But if you recognize these patterns, if you see this stuff happening, then for the love of God, get help. Like, things can be reversed. Oh damn. We push this guy off. Get out of here. You're not joining this. Get out of here. Was that another record? I keep losing. Oh, he fell off. I keep losing. Oh, look at this. Did I just grab part of him? I think so. I keep losing records because they're randomly spawning on floors and disappearing. Alright, there's one. Banana. Bet you one of the bananas was back where we started because it's too easy. Oh, there's skill points. You haven't even found some of the other stuff yet. Like there's like a zebra and ostrich. I don't know why, but I get Madagascar vibes from this game. It's not a bad thing. Yeah, don't know about it. Yeah, it is a good show. Like Dexter is good, but yeah, diminishing returns. Like, let's not lie and say like as much as Breaking Bad is amazing, I fucking hate Shannon. Like she's a horrible bitch. Apparently she got like death threats and can barely work ever again because of that. She played it too well, but you know, like sometimes bitch in real life, you're not really acting at all, are you? You're just a bitch in real life. Because, you know, writing only goes so far, man. She give it her all, give it her chops. We don't even really need to do this, do we? Oh, Lord, he coming. It's probably best to stay on the stay in the corner so that the platform will move before he can slam down the funk. Come on, DK. Oh no, he's gonna get a good chunk there. He's gonna get pushed off. We can't kill this guy, can we? The noise they make before they slam down is kind of creepy. Come on over. Are they both gonna bash into each other? Oh, there's spikes there as well. Jeez, look at them. How many windows and doors? I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Lads, chill. Sheesh. Damn, where's the turd nanner? You're a turd nanner. You ever have a little turd looks like a nanner? I'm sorry. I could not say that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me if I act a little strange. Cause I know what I do. Where could the last nanner be? Just down here? Nope. It's probably got to be on one of these platforms. And these guys are here. No, they're all spikes. Where are you, nanner? Why can't I find you? What should I do? What a shot right in the fiduciary. Right in the fiduciary. Yeah. Forget about Dexter. I was there for Dokes. Wasn't the same once he died. Did you ever see The Wire? When I hear surprise, motherfucker. Yeah. Look, it's the first nana. Should have been the easy one. I think it was behind me. Yeah, the surprise. Oh, here we go. At Cranky Kong, we have our first rhino section. That big hairy mug finally turned up. Who, me? Knock that off. It's me, Cranky. Are you so dense you forget your own family? Yes. You're always hiding out, you little shite. I've been sending my friend videos with captions like when you know he meows for his girlfriend, but you just can't prove it. And it's just a video of Dokes watching Dexter. I love that meme. Yeah. It's so true. You can tell with a certain person. It's like, this guy can't wait to get home just to put on his cat ears or whatever. The amount of secret femboys is crazy. It's so crazy. Hey, to each his own if you're not harming anybody. But, my God. My God. The thing, I don't actually think there's anything wrong with your cat girls and cat boys and femme girls and femme boys. I think the issue is the hornification of everybody around it, you know? All the people that will judge them are the ones sitting there gooning in the chats over them, you know? It's like that old funny, like, Freaks and Geeks where half the football team are actually gay, but they punch and kick the shit out of people for mentioning, you know? The amount of closeted people. Oh yeah. That's like an old trope as well, isn't it? Anyway. That's cool you're watching stuff. Do you find it hard to watch TV shows these days? Yeah, or you like everybody else? Is it like a thing where you're like, I'm either going to sit down for 4 hours and binge the bejesus out of this thing, or I'm just going to watch an episode and never get finished with it and drop it eventually? I would recommend go back and watch Lost as well. I still like Lost, I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of other like TV shows. Yeah, I mentioned The Sopranos. That's fantastic. And Wire is great. You know, I tried to avoid mentioning some of the major long-running ones because you just never beat them. Like, never watched them. Like things like NCIS and Law and Order. And they're fantastic shows, obviously. But it's like, there's not a hope. And they're fine. You're better off just watching a couple of episodes of them. I liked Blue Bloods for a bit. That was good. What's that one I used to watch? Was it like... It's like Boston... Not Boston PD. Was it Boston... something? Speak about... yeah, Boston Public. Was that it? Is that like another teenager show? Trying to get myself a new pair of runners for when I'm like walking around Europe and stuff when we go on holidays. I have not worn a pair of runners or sneakers, whatever you guys want to call them, in maybe 17 years. I'm serious. I am so serious. I have not worn them since I was a kid. I've been bought the odd pair over the years as Christmas presents. And first off, they get my size wrong, so there's not much I can do there. You want me to just bust out the toe? I don't know. So they stay. I have like a lovely Adidas pair down there, Adidas, and I have a Kappa pair as well. They're very soft, but don't wear them. They've been there that long. I literally have a pair of runners underneath my bed that my feet have grown. That's how old they are. You know your shit stops growing after a while. So yeah, I'm trying to find me a pair. I need something that's going to be cozy. I can't be doing with blisters and burnt feet all day. I'm thinking Skechers. Like, I know everyone's like, but like they have that fucking air-cooled memory foam stuff that might be good. I don't need to be spending like 150 euros on a pair of runners that I'm not going to wear a month from now, okay? I wear boots, I wear shoes, you know. I'm a grown-ass man. Since I was like a teenager, after about 16, 17, I left home and I got big fancy city job, you know. I bought myself new pair of shoes, new pair of boots, and never looked back. Well, I had a lot of boots anyway when I was an electrician for a bit. They were like steel-toed boots, but you won't walk around in steel-toed boots like long journeys, you know. It's like weight training for your feet. But ever since then, and like I said, that's like 17 years ago, I have enjoyed boots. I like them. They're comfy, especially a good leather pair. I don't get too fancy with them. We have like a Clark's over here. They do real leather boots. I have a couple of big fancy pairs, but when they're too fancy, you won't wear them, you know? So we'll see, and I'll figure it out. People are trying to recommend me, is it called Ghosts or something? Is it Ghost? I just want good walking running shoes. Apparently, I don't know, maybe Skechers, we'll see. Everyone's talking about these New Balance, like they're wearing those cringy 90s Nikes, and now they're all back now. These are, as I said, these are the same things that people would bully me for. And same with the Balenciagas, I know they're like $3,000, but all that plastic, and you can smell them before you see them, that's stuff that we had as kids. I literally have all. I have the fucking what's it called like how do you even pronounce that? Is A6 or OA6? I have fucking those. I have all this stuff. Old class. Some of them are even worth a few bob. I'm like, no, they're kind of muddy. You don't sell old sneakers. But yeah, I don't like Vans. I need something with an actual bottom on them. I don't know how anybody wears a flat shoe. I don't know how you do that. You must have like the back of a corkscrew, like fucking what's that? Scoliosis or something. Like, how do you do that? You can't. It's too flat. That's extremely painful. You need an arch. Your foot has an arch in it. You don't want to fuck unless you have club foot. Maybe you have club foot. I don't know. Whatever. It's to each their own, right? Let me know. What do you guys think? I want to do that because, as I said, I'm gonna be walking around like fucking massive amount of countries, and I am not doing that in boots. And it's too hot for all that as well. It's very hot for boots. That's another thing as well. I run hot as it is, so you don't want that. You don't want hot footitis. Another thing as well, I noticed like the average runners in sneakers get stinking when they get wet. And I'm not talking about like sock smell. I'm not talking about dirty nasty feet. I'm talking about plastic plus wet equals smell. Most of these new ones, this is how long I haven't worn shoes. They're all like machine washable. Back in my day, they were not. That would cause everything to just leak and bleed, and your nice white trainers would now be pink and white. Now, where are we going? We're going over here? Twin Horns Getaway. No, that's just the house. I told you that. Look how many houses are here, right? So 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and then these back here 6, and 2 more over here 7. There's fucking 7 or 8 houses in this one area, man. The last place didn't even have 2 houses. Okay, we gotta get over there. Let's do it.
Should we teleport there?
Let's teleport. Yeah. Will you wear trainers even to work? I suppose if you're in like a tech place, you'll still do it, won't you? You can thank Zuckerberg for that. Or even Steve Jobs going around in a fucking full 3-piece suit with trainers on. Fucking Jeff Keighley looking at. But I get it. But, you know, I don't. The idea was, as I was a kid, and even to this day I still don't really get it. It literally says runners. There are sneakers and runners and trainers. And the average person wearing those things doesn't run, doesn't train, and doesn't sneak. Maybe they're sneaking into houses and stores. So it's like, what the fuck? Now, I know you don't like, you're not wearing boots, so you're booting things. I get that. But work boots are work boots, you know. I actually see a lot of people, I think even my older brother, he wears steel-toed runners. He's always been a runner guy. I think it just takes a person, you know what I mean? Like, he's like 8 years my senior. He has always worn runners. I don't think I've ever seen him in boots. Even when we have to wear shoes for like a family event or my dad's funeral and that, and it's like a big mad dash because no one has shoes. He's like, I have some, but unfortunately I have the biggest feet in the family, and that's not like some like, oh thanks a lot. But when you know, if there's like a half size in the difference, you don't mind. But no, if the running joke is they call me big banana feet, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Call me whatever the hell you want. I used to trip people up when I was younger by accident. I'm like, I'm sorry. That's the way it is. So yeah, and then my issue with me is I have wide feet. If that makes any sense. Not like duck feet. You're just a little. I like the space between my toes, you know. So it would be nice to get that in it. You know, I think I need to get them measured. You know, just go into a shoe place. Where do you guys shop for? Do you go into Foot Locker? It's kind of American, but it's everywhere now. Or do you just go? Do you go Sports Direct? That seems to be pretty big as well. I think I'll end up with Skechers though. I know that's pretty shit, but I can't deny the memory foam. You know, like that sounds amazing. It's always been good for a bed. Air-cooled memory foam. Like, what are they doing, man? It's like fucking space foam. I'll take the space foam, thank you, for $10. $10. But we'll see. Yeah, what was it? These ghost things? Let me see. They're called ghosts. Somebody was pointing me onto ghosts. I'm like, there's a brand called Ghost. Trust me, I haven't a clue anymore. I am. And it's not because I'm boomer. It's just when you're out of the game, right? trainers. Yeah, Puma's back. Oh, Under Armour does shoes? Wow. I don't know. Yeah, they're Skechers. Like I can get like a memory foam air cooled a pair of Skechers. I don't like the slip-on shit. Like, what kind of a fucking man baby is wearing slip-ons? I genuinely think that half of the world does not know how to tie their shoes or read and write properly. They can't read out loud either. So what the fuck is going on? We're not tying our shoes anymore? Like, I go through a pair of laces once a year with boots because they get caught in the clasps and that. It's just wear and tear. But a lot of these Skechers are slip-ons. Like, are we... Like, and then you got the other people where it's like, oh, just go with Crocs. Like, I can't be walking like 15 miles a day in Crocs. And also, like, wetness, too. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, it looks like I can get like a really high-end pair of Skechers for like 70 quid with everything in it. I just don't like that slip-on shit. I don't want to be slipping out of them. That's why I make the joke of like everyone who gets ran over by a car, their fucking shoes goes flying because they can't tie their shoelaces or they're wearing slip-ons. Dear God, there's nothing worse in this life than wearing something that's not tight around your feet. I can't be the only one who feels like that, right? Don't you feel like you're going to fall over? You're not pulling the object with you. I don't know. Episode 2 is something before bed. It's the only way I can find time. Yeah, exactly. How does people have time? Because they're doing fuck all else. When I hear somebody like, oh yeah, that show came out today, I already binge watched and finished it. I'm like, what do you do for a living? And I'm like, they're fucking nothing. They do nothing. Get mine Sports Direct. Yeah, I was thinking that. They're fairly widely popular. I'll go get them measured there. Growing up, I was a Puma boy. You'd get some at your birthday or Christmas, and you'd have to make them last, keep them tidy, and then you get maybe some hand-me-downs. But as I said, as I grew up, my feet were too big, so no more hand-me-downs. And I was the middle kid, so I got fucking nothing. Got nothing. Penny's finest. It's fine. I'm not bitter about it. It's just I was unfortunate. Whereas the girls on the other side, they tend to have fairly close sizes to each other, unless you're like very rare where you'll have a woman who's size 8 and 9 and they feel so bad and like it's fine. It's fine. So yeah, I was always a Puma kid. And Fila as well. I know they're back again, but I was shat on it. All the Adidas and I get the odd pair of Adidas and it was like a treasured grave. You'd have them on the fucking shelf. I wouldn't be wearing them. Nope. Oh yeah, what? Yeah, so that's Under Armour. Okay. Yeah, what's those other ones I mentioned? It's like a giant A. Is it A6? OA6? I always thought it was an O. Talking about this before, wouldn't we? Yeah, I can't be doing with these flat jokes. How does people... They literally call them canvas shoes and tennis shoes. And people like running around in them. It looks so painful. I need a arch. I've got a big old foot, you know? Oh my god. Chill. What's these guys? That's Skechers as well. I don't care. I'll just get like a black pair or a white pair. I'm not too gone on the size or anything. Or sizes I need. Not gone on the designs. It's gone to hell. They look. Some of them are just all classic stuff. Or you get like the Air Jordans and that. And do you know the thing about the Jordans and the Yeezys and all that? Like, I see people collecting them. I see wonderful fun there. I never see anybody wearing them. They're just stuck in a closet somewhere. And then they're selling them and stuff. Like, what? It's a collector's thing? I never see anybody wearing them, you know? With their kicks on. I don't get it. I even like watched people. I was watching some of the big streamers like Kai and that, and he was doing like, I think it was like a Vegas thing last year or this year, and people swarming him, and he was going into a shoe store, and he bought a whole lot of people like sneakers, and nobody wore them. Nobody wore them. Nobody wore them. Where does this take me? Oh, it's just for looking around. Okay, that's pretty random. Okay, I guess. What do I gotta look around? Deedly. I just stay there forever. It's pretty random. Hello, Cyber. How's it going, Bernie? What do you wear, Bernie? Are you a sneaker man? Do you wear some New Balance? The New Balance. Now, this is the God honest truth. I don't care if people want to retcon this. I don't care. New Balance sneakers were for people in their 60s who had bad back support. And now all the kids are wearing them. And that's fine. That's fine, you know. Same with the Balenciagas. Or big lumps of plastic. We used to get those, like, that's what I said, Penny's Finest. Big old smelly plastic shoes, and they'd have the bubbles in them and all that kind of stuff. And like here, they're really cool. Yeah, Asics, but they're proper running shoes. Oh yeah, yeah. See, usually a running shoe will make a good walking shoe too. I know people will say, no, that's definitely not the way. But it's right. They're both arch support and back support and all that. It's fine. I just want something comfortable. I want something breathable, comfortable for a long time. Something I can walk on. And something that won't get wet. So I'm thinking Skechers. I think Skechers seems to be... I don't even know if they do Skechers, but there you go. Skechers are comfortable, sure. The thing you can't get over is have the writing on the side. It'll say like, waterproof. Yeah, I see that. They have the slip-on everywhere. Hey, it makes it easier for me to avoid them. That's all I look at. Slip-ins, slip-ons. It's like, what the fuck, man? Is it a slipper or is it a shoe? Please. I don't like that. I like having control of my laces because depending on the sock you wear, a shoe is going to be tighter or looser, right? Loosey-goosey. And why the fuck? And what happens then when you're slipping in and slipping out of it? Oh yeah. Oh, a lot of shite. There's one thing. Oh, you bastard. One thing I've noticed. I ain't missed much. I'm wearing them. I'm not wearing them. For years I'm not wearing them. Oh, fuck me, man. Why? It's not precise at all, is it? I just want to get up on the ledge. Nice. Yeah. More fashiony ones were popular in the mid-2010s. Popular, yeah, died down now. Why hide it? I'm a shoe snob. I wouldn't be caught in New Balance. There you go, you see. It's these kids, man, you know, it's the same people that call us cringe that were walking around with Supreme stuff and what was the other shit called? Hype Beast and all that. Trust me, they are not ones to talk about style. They're just doing something because it's popular. They're walking trends. New Balance won't even be a thing. Half of them are just trying to find replacements because they have a closet full of Yeezys and they're worth nothing. Isn't it funny how close the word Yeezy rhymes with that other, you know, German angry people during the 40s? Also, Kanye is kind of one of them. Yeah, it's not weird how that goes. Anyway, these rooms are blocked. Okay, these guys are... They must have taken like 3,000 or 4,000 off me this area alone. It's okay. Are you like one of those? What are those? Yeah. What do you wear yourself now? Are you still? I know you were talking about football boots and that. If you keep them in your bag, you wearing Adidas. Adidas. I remember I had a good few high tops. I used to like those when I was a teenager as well. Those were nice. Pretty much like basketball sneakers at that point. Those were cool. But the same problem I would run into is they were quite flat at the bottom. Like, it's okay for the bottom to be flat if the actual sole is arched, you know, so it's kind of, that's why I think the memory foam could be amazing. But you know, you run into the issue of drastically changing your footwear and fucking up your back. Like once you're okay, Pyre, you're still young, but once you start getting to my age and then even older, when you get into your 40s and you start fucking with your clothes and you're fucking with your shoes, you're like, huh, I have chronic back pain, I don't know why. It's like, well, you drastically change something like that. It can be as simple as that. How are we going to get up here? You have to find a way. Explosions will do a bit. Can't climb the mud for too long. So yeah, I gotta be careful with that kind of stuff. I was saying to myself, like, over this summer, I've been wearing me work shoes and me boots and that, and I was like, coming home every day and it's just so warm from head to toe, just fucking stripping. Like, nope. And I said to myself, if we're gonna do this lovely Europe trip, I am not gonna be horsing around these boots. Not to mention the fact that actually I'd end up causing the plane to crash just in the sheer weight of the boots alone. Okay, now what? Punch upwards. Okay, I should have done that. Punch upwards. Robots in your eyes. Ah, I got robots in my eyes. Robots. No, sometimes you like squeeze out like that, and then look at this. I'm not supposed to be doing this. Let's wait till the other one. Can we go around the far side and get it? No. That sucks. That sucks. For the interest of time, let's not wait for a lot of Nike shoes. Okay, there you go. Is it Nike or Nike? I'll say both interchangeably. Whee! Let's go see what this big stomping dude is. And we'll call it there. I want to play something else. Play a nice indie game. Clank, clank, smoke, stack, steps. Dropped into the refinery depth. Or maybe it's further down than I thought. I think it's just Nike, isn't it? Nike. That's what I feel. It's the whole Porsche thing all over again. I feel like I just say Nike. Nike. Aren't they Japanese? It should be like Nikkei. Bum, bum, ba, bum. Okay, let's see how big this area is. It looks like you can go all the way in the back over there, can you? Loud. Enter the smokestack. Really? Well, all this stuff over here. Maybe there is a little boss, let's see. There's a habit of doing these like half layers and like, huh? Just came here just to rest. Yay! I say it as I would like. I would like Nike. That's good. They're like fairly affordable, I think. They could be a little expensive for sure. It's crazy how much Air Nike has stuck around as well, right? My God! Remember them growing up and you pumped them up and they disappeared for a while and now they're back. It's another sign of them loving everything from 90s and 2000s. Get your own style, kids. Here we go. It is a boss. Okay. Almost moved over. Is it? There we got it. Okay. Almost moved over. Yeah, they do those little half sub layers. I'm like, what is that? Why was that just with the boss? A little house with the boss? But sure, already was one. Look at this dude. We're gonna call him probably like Big Feet or something. They don't be too great with the names. He's called Stompin' Clomper. Stompin' Clomper, if you know what I mean. Not gonna be able to bash that Stompin' Clomper, is it? Watch out and don't get squished, says the one sitting on my arse. You don't get squished. Big bada boom. See, I'll have this guy dead in seconds. In sheer seconds. Alright, no, he has like a halfway point where he's like, stop hitting me. It's like an engine inside of it, is it? Yeah. Because everything's done like voxel based. It really just comes down to how fast can you press that button, you know? It really is what it comes down to. Got up this guy dead in seconds. You see what I'm saying? That's really what it is, about 8 seconds there. Your dad wishes you lasted longer than that. Reeboker, they're still kicking barely, I'd say. I had a few of those as well. You can see like the bottom half to the cheap is pretty much, as a working class family, it's pretty much what we could afford. When you did get a pair of Nikes and a pair of Adidas, they were a treasure. I remember even investing in. You guys ever have this? It was almost like white and black shoe polish, but it was for sneakers to restore the whiteness in them. Because you wouldn't want to put them in the washing machine. On to the next layer. Okay, GG's. I'm having fun with this, even if it's kind of mindless fun. That's okay. We need that a lot of the time. I knew